live right now. Christmas Day live. Merry Christmas to all. Um, this has been a good Christmas for me. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see who joins. But if you don't join, that's okay. You can always catch the replay. So wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. Over here, we're actually like about to have a storm right now. We're having a weather like a not a snowstorm, it's like a rainstorm. So all of the ferries have been canceled in BC or in Victoria, anyways, from Victoria to Vancouver. And yeah, we're just kind of anticipating this storm that's supposed to hit soon. Hello, welcome, whoever's here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Yeah, I was just saying that we're about to have a storm. Let me show y'all what outside look like right now. It is insane. Like, I don't know. I feel, honey, do you see our lights flashing or is it just me? Here, it's very windy right now, as you can see in Victoria. So the wind is picking up right now, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what we could do today. I'm supposed to go to my mom's house for Christmas, but it's all depending on this weather. If the weather's not gonna be in good condition, then I guess I have to wait. But all right, I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if anyone else joins the live. If not, I'm gonna start baking the cookies. Welcome, whoever's here. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whoever's joining. Merry Christmas. So I'll just wait a few minutes again. Yeah, just waiting for this storm to clear, hopefully soon. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna show you guys what I got for Christmas, what my husband bought me. So hold on a second. Let me go and show y'all what my man got me. And I got him a nice present too. And yeah, and my brother got me this really nice. Okay, you know what? Let me share my Christmas present. I'm gonna show you guys what I got, what we got. All right. So this is my charger because I needed one. So my husband Dom bought me a new charger port. I always mess these things up, y'all. I always mess these things up. So I got this here, and then I got some AirPods, which I'm really happy about because y'all, I was using these Galaxy Pods for the past few years, and they did their job. But these AirPods are really nice. And then my younger brother, shout out to Kirby, he got me this microphone for my vlogs because he knows I do YouTube, so he's really supportive. And he got me this really cute selfie stick right here, which is really nice. And then I got myself, y'all know I like to give myself stuff. I got myself a camera. So those are the things I got for my Christmas. And then I got my husband an iPad. So I got him a really nice iPad that he needed. And by the way, y'all, I got that from my 9 to 5, not because of YouTube, because YouTube don't pay your girl that much. So I don't get paid on this app, just letting y'all know. So it's all my hard-earned 9 to 5 money. So we're really happy about that. Not Dom being distracted by the scenery. Dom's always distracted, Chad. Dom's always distracted. But yeah, so here we go. We're going to bake these cookies right now. I think I got enough people. So we're going to make these Betty Crocker Walmart cookies. Listen, I wanted to do it from scratch. But y'all know, if y'all seen my last baking chats, there's always a disaster happening when I do stuff from scratch. So I thought it was just going to be easy, okay? This is the most simplistic cookie recipe ever. And Dom chose chocolate chip cookies because he loves them. So what we're going to do is let's look at the instructions together and make sure we got this right. So here, I'm supposed to only use margarine or butter and 1 egg. All right, that's what they said. I have to heat the oven, so I'm going to do that right now. Heat the oven to 375 or 350 F. And then stir the cookie mix, soften butter and egg in a medium bowl until the dough forms. And then after that, I'm supposed to bake for 12 to 14 minutes and cool. All right. Listen, I'm not a chef. I'm not a baker. So let's see if this is simple. If I can make this happen. Oh, Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Carla. Merry Christmas. Welcome. Thank you for joining. if I can make these cookies, because trust me, I am not smarter than a 5th grader when it comes to cooking. So if I can make these cookies look good, then if you're not a cooker or baker, I would definitely recommend this. All right. So let's see if I could get into it. So first I'm going to tear it here. They make it very easy for you to tear. Got this from Walmart, by the way. It's very cheap. I think it was like less than $5. I don't remember how much, but it was on sale for like maybe $3. All right, so they said preheat the oven to 375. All right, we're gonna do. Okay, you see, this is why I have to be careful. What did I? Right out the gate, I'm already messing up. Okay. We're gonna clean this little spillage on the oven up. Okay. All right. Whew, we gotta leave this here. All right, so I have to preheat the oven to 375. My husband looks stressed right now. Are you okay? Okay. All right, let me stop making fun. Oh, by the way, guys, Dawn made some Korean seaweed soup for Christmas for my mom. Look how nice that looks. That's miyeokguk. So we decided to make this for my, he wants my mom to taste some Korean dishes for Christmas. Merry Christmas, Tyra. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, little mama. Yeah, so I was just showing this miyeokguk that Dom has made. Dom made it for my mom because he wanted to make a Christmas dish. Miyeokguk is actually a New Year's dish, Korean New Year dish. But yeah, it is. Okay, hold on. You want to see it again? You want to see it again? Here it is, right here. Miyeokguk. Very delicious, y'all. It's so good. It's really good. So he made it last night, and what he did this morning is, so with this soup is one, they serve it New Year's birthdays. Dom give me tips on how to make mine better. Okay, I'm gonna give you the tip right now on how to make it better. This is what Dom did. What he did was that he made it the night before. So this soup is better as it goes along, as time goes. So he made it the night before, and then this morning what he did is he just reheated it. So this was from last night, and then he left it. He left it like, he let it sit and simmer and kind of get the, marinate. Then he boiled it again this morning, and then I think he's gonna boil it one more time, and then we're gonna head over to my mom's house to eat it. And he's actually eating it now. So how is it, honey? He said it's delicious, so it's really good. So we gonna eat that later. All right, I gotta preheat my oven to 375. All right, so bake. Don't mind I have to clean my oven, y'all, so please don't judge my oven right now. All right, let's preheat it. You said I add the fermented anchovy sauce to mine sometimes, and it really takes the flavor over the edge. Anchovy sauce? Hold on, let me ask Dom. Honey, do you add anchovy sauce to the miyeokguk? Yeah, he said that's really good. But we don't have it here in Canada. Yeah, we couldn't find it. It looks like collard greens. Merry Christmas. They're all similar, right? So it's so interesting. But that one is really like seaweed. I don't know. Do we still have the package for the seaweed? I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go get the package so I can show y'all. Hold on a second. I'm going to show y'all the seaweed we got. Here. So we bought this from Fairway Market. If you're in Victoria, Fairway Market has this. If you're not in Victoria, it's okay. Like, you can find this at your local Korean market, and it's called this is the Chongjongwan. No, the brand. What brand is that? Chongjongwan, and it's just called dried seaweed, and it's the miyeok. Yeah, but you got to get this brand, the one that falls apart. That's the one. Cause last time I bought the wrong seaweed. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys the wrong one I bought. It's very healthy. It's so delicious, and we eat it every birthday and for New Year's in celebration. Where's the other miyeok? Hold on, let me find the other miyeok to show y'all. Oh, here. So for Dom's birthday, hold on, little mommy said y'all make me wanna. Wait, what'd you say? Hold on, let me check my comments. I'm prepared now. I got the comments here on my laptop. You said, hold on, let me go into my comments here. Hold on, let me try to see what you wrote. Oh yeah, you said y'all make me want to get up in there and make some today. You should. You should. You should. It's really delicious. And it's a good dish to eat. Like if you just want to clean your palate, it's really good for cleaning and making you go to the bathroom because it has seaweed and a lot of antioxidants are in it. What I love about Korean food is that those dishes, they are so healthy. Exactly. So healthy. And it's just only thing about Korean food that's a negative is they have too much sodium. They use too much salt. When I went to Korea last summer, I was bloated like a fish. Like I was bloated up like this, y'all. Like y'all would see my wedding pictures. My face was like, so if you are very sensitive to like sodium and have high blood pressure, I wouldn't highly recommend eating Korean food every day. However, it is healthier than most food. Yes. So yeah, this is the seaweed you should buy. I have to stay away from that ramen. That ramen packed with sodium, chair. Packed with sodium. This is the wrong seaweed. This is what I bought last year. This is not the right one. So if you go to the Korean mart, do not buy this one. This is the Chinese version. And it's called, I thought it was seaweed because you see it says dried seaweed. So I thought it was the same, but no, it's not this one. You got to get the one that looks like this, that falls apart. This one is better. Not this one. This is dried seaweed too, but it's not the same. So don't get caught up in that. Make sure it's this one, the one that looks like this, that falls apart. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's bake our cookies. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know what just happened here. Hold on, y'all. Oh no, my croissants. Okay, we're good. Y'all, Dom is getting stressed right now with me in the kitchen. What I was gonna say is that I hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. How was your Christmas? While I put this in here. So here it says stir the cookie mix, soften butter and an egg. Okay, so we're gonna put the cookie mix in here so y'all can see. Hold on. You know what? Let me show y'all with my camera here. So let's do that right now. We're gonna put this in here. You said I was up early watching some Korean end of year music shows. What music show you was watching? Was it who was part of this music show? Here we go. So we put that in there, and then I have to go grab the butter in the fridge. What was in the year-end show? Oh yeah, they be having. Yeah, my in-laws used to do that when we used to go to their house for Christmas. They used to have those variety shows, and then all the people would sing and stuff. Are you talking about those shows? I don't remember. He said, Dom said that's for old people. Dom said that's for old people, the entertainer show. She said SBS. Hold on, honey. She said SBS Kayo Dejon, and I was trying to see 21 and G Dragon. Okay, he said that's for young people.
When we have end of the year.
Hold on. Do you want to?
No.
Okay. Can y'all hear him?
No, you can.
Okay, go ahead.
So when we have an end of the year, we have a celebration for all the programs.
Oh, he said at the end of the year they have a celebration for all the programs. So they had 21 and G Dragon.
Because now he's hot.
Oh, G Dragon's hot again?
But he made the album now.
Oh, wasn't his name Jiyoung? Yeah, Jiyoung. Park Jiyoung?
Kwon.
Oh, Kwon Jiyoung. There's so many Jiyoungs, y'all. Because it means dragon. So J I Young. Dragon. Jiyoung. G Dragon. I know, crazy, right? Yes, Dom. Tyra said, I'm not doing much, about to get dressed to go to the living room and do my nails and drink a matcha latte. Wait, so y'all don't spend Christmas with your family? This is the thing. Let's talk about that. Because I realize that as we get older, a lot of people don't really spend too much Christmas holidays with their families. So that's something that's very interesting, I see. Like as we get older, I notice that we spend less and less time doing family celebrations, which is actually a pretty good thing, I think, in my opinion. I live with my mom and she's at work. She will be back later. Your mama working on Christmas Day? Does she want to work or she has to work? I was playing Nintendo Switch with my niece. She loves Zelda games. So you see, I've noticed this. Like, hold on, y'all. I'm putting the butter. I'm softening the butter. What I noticed.
Can you take out the cover?
Take out the cover. What cover?
The butter.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
I don't like taking out covers. Okay, I'm gonna take out the cover. Dom is instructing me right now. I noticed that people either like spend time with kids or they spend time by themselves, or they're working. That's the new normal now. So it's very interesting to see how people spend Christmas. What's wrong, honey? What's wrong?
You doing it? I didn't do anything.
Y'all should see how he looking at me. He looking mad stressed. Hold on. How much butter? They didn't even say how much butter. Oh, a half a cup. Oh shoot, y'all, I got this measure. Okay, y'all, hold on. Half a cup. What a half? Oh, it's this much. Okay. Oops. Oh. Listen, this is Romy's kitchen, okay? Listen, this is Romy's kitchen. Y'all, don't judge me, okay? I told you I'm not a baker. So if I can pull this off, that means that anybody can make Betty Crocker cookies, okay? It's for the people who are slow like me. All right, hold on. Tyra said she wanted the money. LOL. Yo, that time and a half be that time and a half and that double, it works. It works. You said, yeah, little mama, that's the ones you made the other day. I feel like we're all like, what's so crazy is I always wondered who watches me. And that's been something that I've been wondering since I started YouTube. I'm like, who's watching me? And now I realize that a lot of you are actually very similar to me, which is very interesting. Just don't stir it with a whisk like I tried. The batter is, girl, I have a whisk right here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, little mama, for the tip. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. Yeah, I was just saying that I feel like you guys are very similar to me. And I love that. It's so interesting. Yes, we are also. I always wonder that because I'm like, who be watching me? Because I'm crazy. I have a lot of, I have an attention problem. Borderline. I haven't been diagnosed yet. I'm about to get diagnosed, to be honest with you. I'm supposed to see my psychologist on Friday, and she's going to test me for ADHD because a lot of us adults have ADHD, especially women. Use a hard wooden utensil. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna use my wooden utensil. Do I have a wooden one? Let me go check. But yeah, a lot of people have AD. I have like really high attention deficit problems sometimes, and I have problem focusing. I'm very clumsy, extremely clumsy. As you can see, I be dropping stuff everywhere. I'm definitely not the most organized person in the world. I'm only organized at work, but not at home. And I'm just very different. And it's so interesting to see a lot of you are similar to me, and I love that. And even if you're not similar to me, it's still okay. But it's just so interesting to see some of y'all be saying, that what I do is similar to you. Like little mama, we bake the same cookies. Tyra, we're born around the same time. I think you're the one who's Aquarius. A lot of y'all, like when you say you was drinking matcha, that's something I would do. So it's just so interesting. Okay, I'm supposed to add this softened butter, but it doesn't look that. I don't know. Softened butter. Is that soft enough? I think it's soft enough. I hope so. It looks soft enough to me. Okay, we're gonna add the softened butter. I think Tyra said she's born in February, I believe. If I remember clearly. I think I remember that. I believe it was Tyra who said she's the Aquarius. February 3rd. Yep, I remember. You see, I got good memory. I remember what I want to because I like you guys. That's how you know I like y'all, because I come all the time and I show up. You guys are awesome. I love talking to you guys. All right, so here we go. All right, we'll put the butter in here. Y'all gonna see me stir it. Just one moment. I'm just putting it together. And then, and Romy, yep, I was born on the 14th. Our birthdays are coming soon too, so. And I'm very, very strange. I'm a very strange person. So here I added the butter, and then I'm supposed to add 1 egg. Ain't that what they told me? Yeah, they say 1 egg. Yeah. Une F. All right, we're gonna add an egg. We're gonna add an egg to it, y'all. All right, let's break this egg and let's crack it in. Ew. Oh, sorry, y'all. I have to use my hand. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me wash my hand real quick because I just touched the yolk. Little mama just told me to use a wooden spoon, so Let's see if we can find this. Child, I ain't got no wooden spoon. Little mama, you got another tip? Because I don't have a wooden spoon. Hold on. I have what my friend Letitia gave me. She's on the chat, right? She's in the chat right now. I hope this is good enough. How about this? I think this is okay. This is pretty sturdy. This, it looks a little flimsy though. Hold on. It doesn't have to be wood. Okay. All right, let's try this one and see if we could get it together. Yeah, like, okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. Dom and I did not buy a lot of utensils here because we knew we wanted to get a better space and we didn't want to just waste money. When we move, okay, in Korean culture, we're gonna talk about that right now. Koreans like new stuff all the time. Okay, so if you move from one house to another house, new house gotta be brand new. Everything gotta be brand spanking new, including utensils, bed sheets, couch gotta go. Like they don't like to be like, they're not like us where, you know how we hold on, let me stir while I'm talking. You know how we, hold on, let me put this down. Okay, you know how we use things like over and over again until it's lost its purpose? Korean people don't do that. So, at least not my husband anyways. I know maybe some Koreans are like that, but I don't think so. Hold on, I feel like I'm missing something. Hold on. I added one egg? Hold up. Why does it look like it's missing something? Yeah, it says mix. Okay, one egg? To make 12 extra large cookies, drop dough by 3. I think I made too much dough. Hold on. Do I need 2 eggs? Okay, let's keep mixing. It feels dry, right? Yeah, right? Okay, let's just, okay, I'm gonna follow the instructions. Let me trust you, little mama. But anyway, yeah, in Korean culture, they want brand new stuff. So all of that to say that, except for this, because my friend gave it to me as a gift, and whatever my mom gave me this as a gift. So gifts I don't throw out. But all the other stuff we bought, we're probably gonna end up replacing it. Pots and pans gotta go. Everything gotta go. Nah, y'all, it look too dry. This don't look like this. Look at this. Nah, I don't know, little mama. I don't trust this. Cause why? I'm supposed to be whisking this, and hold on. Y'all see this, right? I had to add. Yeah, you know what? I think I gotta add some. Can I add some almond milk or something? It look a little dry. Hold up. I'm gonna add some oil. Okay, little mama, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. I was thinking of adding an extra egg, but Dom is allergic. He does not like. It's not that he's allergic. He's kind of lactose intolerant. Like a tablespoon. Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust you. Y'all gonna lead me to this. Lead me to the pasture. Betty Crocker, these instructions are not really, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna give you my review. Betty Crocker, if you're watching this or whoever owns Betty Crocker, this is supposed to be simple, but it's not. Like, why don't you have how many? Like it seems simple enough, but it's really not actually. That's too much dough. So we're gonna add a tablespoon of oil. I'm gonna listen to you, little mama, just a little bit. Okay, okay. Yeah, you had to say just a little bit for real. So just let me know. So Tyra, how's your nails going? What color are you making your nails? And Carla, you still playing with your niece right now? Carla, are you still? If you're still here, are you still playing with your niece, or what are you doing? And little mama, are you still watching the concert? That's what I want to know while I'm mixing and yapping. Okay, I added the oil. Don't feel afraid to get in there. You already know I'm afraid to get in there with the spoon. Oh, concert ended around 7 a.m. Oh, yeah, because it's Korean time. Okay, I'm mixing. Oh, look at me putting all my breath in it. Yes, I'm doing pink with glitter. Ooh, that sounds cute. I love it. You got to teach me how to do my nails. And Carla said yes. Oh, I know them kids running you crazy. Your niece must be so excited. You know, one thing I love about kids is they keep you young at heart, man. Man, they have no sense of time. I'm still playing. Yeah, I know you playing. You ain't gonna get no rest today. Today's Christmas. That's the kids' day. Wait, Tyra, so are you doing shellac gel nails, or are you doing the what do they call them, What do they call them? The gel nails or the, the ones you not the clip-ins. What am I? The press-ons. Which kind of nails are you doing? I'm trying to get into. No, little mama is still dry. This still dry. Do I gotta add an egg or something? Like, I feel like the consistency is not proper. I feel like I should add one more egg, but then I'm scared it's gonna be too gooey. So, okay. All right, we're just gonna try our best. I think I might have to add something else to it. Look at y'all. Look at this. Y'all tell me. What does that does not look like it's supposed to look like this. I don't know. I don't trust this. I feel like I need to add something. I'm making my own press-on nails. So last night I shaped them out. Today I'm painting them. Then Saturday will be applied. LOL. Oh, you said that looks good? Okay, just keep mixing. Okay, I'm gonna keep mixing. Okay, thanks, y'all. Wait, Tyra, hold on. Let me find out. Are you a nail tech, or do you just like to do your nails? And if you do your nails, I'm pretty sure you do your eyebrows and everything. Okay, I'm gonna need, you know what? One day, this is my plan, y'all, because I'm talking too soon right now, but I actually want your guys' opinion. I'll probably ask more on Saturday. I need y'all to teach me some things because I'm trying to get to know how to do my eyebrows by myself. I'm tired of paying. And usually when I pay, they don't turn out that well unless I get them threaded. No, I just like to do my own nails. I just started to try to do my own, because I notice people who do their own nails, they graduate to threading their own eyebrows and they wax themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna keep practicing. Maybe one day I'll show you guys, because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I went to Jamaica. I was stupid though. I bought these press-on nails, the nails y'all saw on my lives. And that was my fault. I should have gotten a better brand. So I caught myself trying to do press-on nails. And then I got to Jamaica, y'all. The glue was not that, it was not sturdy. Y'all know Jamaica's hot. So as soon as I got to make Jamaica, y'all, even before I got to Jamaica, I was at the airport, nails popping off. And we didn't even get to Edmonton. My nails were already popping off. And I had to glue them. I was at the airport looking so, it was pathetic. I was just like gluing them together. It was a mess. And then my cousin, when she met me at the airport, we took the shuttle bus together to the hotel. Nails flew right off into the next seat back. I know them girls was probably like, what the hell is wrong with this girl's nails? Anyways, the whole trip, they just kept popping off. So I realized that you really got to know how to put the press-on nails properly and use proper glue. And you really do have to practice. I'm doing my own custom press-on nails because the UV light I'm sensitive to. And yes, not all press-on nails are created equal or well, and you have to prep good, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm learning that. I realized, sorry, y'all, I'm stirring. I'm going to show y'all. I'm still stirring. I realized that let me pull this up. I realized that I gotta keep practicing because I'm not, sorry, y'all, sorry. I'm really not good at doing self-care things at all. I grew up a nail biter, so I've never done my nails, but I want to. Girl, me too. Look at these nails. Me too. I was a nail biter. I was a heavy nail biter until I got older, and then I just stopped because it's just gross. Ew. Imagine like biting your nails as a grown woman. That's the same as people who suck their thumbs in their 30s. Like, that's crazy to me, right? So it's still going on here. It's an addiction. Yep, it is. It's really an addiction. And hold on, I'm gonna show y'all what the batter. Oh, it looks much better now. Way better. Thank you for the tip. Adding the oil made it better. It's glistening too. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like. Yeah, I was a nail biter too. For no reason. Here we go. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna stir it for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven, and I'm gonna chat with y'all until it's done, and then we're gonna try it together. So what it is my sister. Y'all see my sister on my channel, Marsha. She's the beauty girl. Like, she used to do my hair when I was younger. Like, she's so good with. She was a nail tech, so she used to do my nails. Like, I'm talking about nice nails, y'all. Like, I used to get my nails done all the time, hair done. Because she did my hair. I went to the salon. And then also eyebrows done. Like, I've always had someone else do my self-care. Like, so eyebrows, hair, nails, my toes. I used to always get them done back when things were cheaper in my day. Now these prices, I used to get a full set for $20, y'all. That's how I'm revealing my age right now. Full set for $20, and even that was expensive. 16 was usually the level, but I used to add like glitter and stuff to it, or the jewelry. I love doing these things. It's relaxing for me. It's some work though. It is though. But that's what I'm saying. Like I used to get people to pay. I used to pay people for it, but then I realized that I actually don't mind doing it myself. But the problem is I don't have the skilled hands. You see, Tyra, you sound like you got the skilled hands, and I know you got the skilled hands. I could tell the way I know you're applying pressure. But me, my hands are not for the creative things. So I'm trying to learn that in 2025. I'm really trying to get my eyebrow game up. Yeah, I just leave my eyebrows because I got tired of doing them. And my eyebrows get bushy so quickly. So I would have to spend money like almost every month. Same thing with waxing down there. Waxing down there, it was like a monthly thing, and I had to cut that because it started like the price went from, I think I started at $40, and then when I cut it off, it was almost $60 a month to get my waxed. Right, that's a lot of money in this economy, and I could be using it to do other stuff. So I decided that I really have to start taking care of things myself, including hair, because I used to go to the salon. Last time I went to the salon, I paid almost $200, y'all, just for a wash and a trim. That's how expensive it is to do black hair here. I don't know about your city where you're from, but it's expensive. So I'm trying to learn how to do a lot of it on my own so I can kind of stretch it a little bit. And then of course get it done, but not like frequently. So that's where I'm at right now with self-care, y'all. Trying to save money. Have you considered microblading? I want to try it, but it's a lot of money. Oh, Merry Christmas, CFT. Happy holidays. I'm baking cookies right now. Hold on. Let me show y'all the consistency. Here we go. That's the consistency. Now, I think it's ready to be put in the platter. So let me go take the platter out so we can do that together. And to answer your question, Tyra, yes, I have considered it. Actually, I was supposed to do it in Korea. I was supposed to do microblading in Korea because Dom gets his eyebrows he gets his eyebrows tattooed. So one thing about Korean men, y'all, I don't know if you guys hold on a second. Let me put that here. Sorry, y'all, I got distracted. Hold on, something fell. So this is one thing I would say about Korean men that I really appreciate and that I like is that they are very they are into self-care as much as women are. And some people might see that. I think in the Western world they see it more as like feminine, but in Korea they are very clean, extremely clean. Like they keep their eyebrows done. They keep themselves very well maintained. They shave, and take care of their skincare. They are very, very into self-care, which I appreciate. So I think for me, just being married to Dom, like it's so interesting to see the parallels, or not the parallels. It's not parallel. It's more of the opposite, the contrast. I know some of their hair be on point. So, girl, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all my husband. Let me expose my husband real quick while I'm putting the cookies in the pan. Hold on. Let me put this away. Dom, he gets his hair cut, so he gets a perm. He gets a Korean perm to make his hair look more wavy because his hair is very straight. And he doesn't like the straight look. He likes the wavy look. So he gets a perm almost every month, gets a haircut every month, gets his eyebrows tattooed. Hold on. Honey, how often do you get your eyebrows tattooed?
This one? Once a year.
Once a year he gets his eyebrows tattooed. And what else do you do? What else self-care? He just gets a haircut. He cuts his, y'all. Dom, hold on. Let me put the cookies there so I could start talking while I'm doing the cookies. Dom cuts his nails every single weekend. When I say cut, he sits there and he meticulously goes like this every single weekend. I appreciate that girl, they are the grooming kings. He embarrassed me. I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed because they need to be taught. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was embarrassed because he would do his nails. I remember when we first got married, it was like a ritual for him. So he would get up on Sunday and then you just see him cutting and he cuts his down to like, he makes sure it's perfectly shaped, filed, all that. And I was looking at him, and then he looked at my nails, looked at his nails, looked at my and then he told me, he said, I remember he told me, he was like, oh shoot, okay, we're just gonna leave that there. He was like, if you go to my mom with those nails, you're gonna be in trouble. I was like, oh shoot. So that's when I started to step my game up with my nails. Because remember, I would wait until my nails were like really long, and then I would start shaping them. But he doesn't wait till they're long. He just does it as frequently as possible. So that's the difference. And he gets his hair done like like every month. He does not like his hair to grow out. As soon as it starts growing out, he's like, I gotta get a haircut. Like he don't be on that. So it's so interesting to see the difference between Korean men versus American or North American men. North American men are very rugged. That's great, Rumi. You can hold each other accountable. Yeah, we do. Child, do we ever? Hold on, let me show y'all the cookies here. Okay, I'm gonna show myself putting it, and I'll still talk here. So yeah, some American men don't even use lotion. Girl. Sorry, y'all. That's the mess I made before. I'm gonna clean it after. Let me tell y'all, okay, I've seen men not wash their butts. I've heard of men not using lotion, not putting stuff on their face. That you don't have to worry about that with a Korean man. That's what I'll tell you right now. And again, I'm not promoting because I don't want to be one of those people that people think, oh, sorry, it's hot, y'all. I don't know why I left that in the oven. I was dumb. Oh my God. You know what? I think I'm going to use the bigger pan. This one's not going to work. So hold on a second. But yeah, I don't want to be the type of person to promote like, oh, date, like, because I really feel like you can fall in love with anyone, right? So I don't want to be one of those people that's like pushing interracial relationships as like I've been telling y'all, like as the panacea, right? Or I don't want to push interracial relationship as like the resolution, like it's the solution to all your problems. However, what I will say is if you want a man to be clean, and I'm going to say that while I look, if you want a man to be clean and you want a man to know how to self-groom, I don't know about other Asian men, but Korean men are top tier with that. I'll say that. Hold on. CFT, what you said in the comments? Because let me see. I feel like I'm missing something. Hold on. Let me go be messy and see what y'all writing in the comments. Hold on a second. Let me go into my hold on. Let me go into my chat. Hold on. What you said, CFT? What you said? You said, yep, elbow, knees, and hands so ashy you can forget about the feet and ankle. Yo, listen, I'm not trying to drag people here, okay? But I'm just being honest though. Like, honestly, being with Dom as my husband, yeah, I don't have to teach him anything. He's teaching me hell. I mean, the way he is very clean. I thought I was clean. No, he's on another level of clean. Like, you can't beat Mr. Doe with cleanliness. Like y'all done seen my cleaning videos. He like I was embarrassed for myself. Like that's how good he is with cleaning, right? So I think for me, sorry y'all, what I'm gonna do is I want to put them in here to make it round. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay, I think I have to use my hands. So okay, we'll use my hands. I actually don't want to use my hands, but I think I have to make it like press it or something and make it like all doughy. So yeah, let's just make it like that. Yeah, so Dom is very clean. And I noticed that when I started dating him, like I said, like, and his sense of smell. Okay, this is another thing. This is not racial. This is not a racial issue that I'm talking about. It's something that's been proven. Y'all need to look it up before people say, oh, I'm being racist. I'm not being racist at all. Listen, Korean people don't have, I heard that they don't have the AB gene or something, or some gene that causes them not to smell, okay? Not smell as strong as we do, right? So that's why they don't wear deodorant. I'm being quite honest. So if you go to Korea, because I remember when I went to Korea and the first time I bought deodorant, I was like, what the hell is this? Like that deodorant, they have the spray. It doesn't even hold on. They don't have the antiperspirant or whatever. So then y'all, it was not strong for your girl. I ain't gonna lie, I was walking around smelling a little musty for a little bit because I ran out of my deodorant from home because I bought a whole bunch from home. And then I caught myself trying to buy deodorant in Korea. Y'all, it does not work. So this is a PSA. If you want to buy deodorant in Korea, don't do it because it will not work for you the same as North American deodorant. I'm telling y'all the truth. It's not a racist thing. It's a fact. So it's been well documented that they don't have, I think it's a gene that they don't have, they don't sweat. They don't have wet earwax. We have wet earwax, but they don't. I think, no, or we have wet earwax. They have dry earwax or something. So it causes them not to perspire and also not to sweat as much. And they don't have the smell that we have when we sweat, right? So according to science, if you have a lot of earwax, then you are most likely going to have like high body heat. High body heat, your body heats up a lot faster. That means you're gonna sweat. So I'm exposing myself right now. So when I met Dom, because when I was in Korea, I started like shopping. I got deodorant online, but I'm telling y'all, it is not the same. You got to get your deodorant from a Western country or somewhere where they have the strong antiperspirant, because in Korea, again, it gets very hot in the summer. You're going to be out of luck. You're going to be out of luck if you're relying on Korean deodorant. So anywho, I remember one day we were walking together and then we ended up going to the hotel. Y'all, he could smell, he's like a bloodhound. He's literally like a bloodhound. Like, he can smell you from a mile away. And I wasn't even that strong. Let me tell y'all, I know when I smell musty. Like, people know when they smell musty. I was just a little musty. I knew I was musty, so I tried to put my armpit. You know when you try to put your armpit down when you musty, but you know you musty, but you like, dang, I hope nobody else smell that I'm musty. It was one of those days because it was hot. It was real hot that day. And that was when we were kind of serious we were very serious at the time, actually. I can't say kind of serious. We were actually serious at the time. So then he smelled me and then he was like, honey, I love you so much. But we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this right away, y'all. So yeah. That was a lesson. I was so embarrassed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I mean, it happens, right? Sometimes you're not gonna be smelling fresh all the time, right? So what happened to me though is I was stupid because I should have carried extra deodorant with me, and I didn't that day. And we was walking around a lot, and then starting to perspire a little bit. But after that day, I ain't never been caught slipping after that. I made sure to have 2-3 packs of deodorant on me. I would make sure to have everything on me because, again, I have a husband who's a bloodhound. Like, he can smell you from a mile away. And if you have like a hint of a smell, not even like stuff you can't even smell, like literally, he will literally find you. Like, he knows, like, I don't know, his nose is impeccable, I'll say that. So he can smell when you a little off. So he be keeping me accountable. I'll just say that. Hold on a second. LOL, not you exposing yourself. I love it. Little mama say you have a little sense of smell. You know I'm keeping it real. Yo, for real. In the summer, I have to do deodorant, baby. Yo, and it was embarrassing at the time, but then I realized, like, I want someone to hold me accountable. If you smell a little musty, you should be able to tell your spouse, like, especially when you live together. I'm telling y'all, because y'all gonna expose each other. Like, you be like, you smell a little strong there. You need to go take a shower or something. I know this cookie's just gonna have to. I don't think this cookie gonna make it, but yeah, but we gonna try the other cookies. But yeah, so anyway, I would just say that I was a little musty, and he got me right together, child. Now I can't be caught slipping with that man. Like, you can't be caught slipping. And also, we clean, like I've been told y'all, but we clean like every day. He does his laundry every day, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're with, okay, I can't say all Korean men because I know some Korean men want you to be like a mom to them. So I can't say all of them, but if you're gonna find you a man, especially a Korean man, find you a Korean man whose mama don't play. She don't play them games. His mama don't play, yo. His mom, his mom does not play. She never played with her son. So that's the thing I really love about his mom. She was one of those moms where it's like, you know, you're gonna be held accountable. I don't care if you're a boy. I don't care. Like, she loves her son, don't get me wrong, but she really holds her son accountable. And that's why I say it's so important to see the dynamic between a son and his mom. If his mom is the type of mom to always be like, oh, my son could do no wrong, or, you know, my little prince could never do anything wrong, you got to steer clear of those men. They're not the ones for you. I'm telling y'all. Those are the ones that they mama be they goons or whatever. But his mama be holding him accountable. So she made sure he knew how to do housework, and so he could be a good husband to the woman that he would marry. And thank God she did, because yeah, he's an amazing husband to me. So he keeps me accountable, and you know, he's always there to be like, you know, you want someone who wants the best for you, right? So all of that to say, okay, these cookies are done now. Let me wash my hands, y'all. I'm just yapping away. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the cookies. So yeah, it's good to find someone who holds you accountable, and someone who's going to, you know, if you smell musty, they're gonna tell you. They ain't gonna be scared to let you know. And yeah. So these are the cookies here. Here we go. All right, they're not that perfect, but they're pretty good. They're pretty okay. They're getting there. So I'm gonna put it in the oven, and then we're gonna chat for a bit. All right, let me put it in the oven right now. Right now. Okay, wait. What am I showing you on my TV? Hold on a second. Let me put it in the oven. Here. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, I told y'all I'm clumsy. I'm just dropping everything. Oh, Dom is waking up from his nap now. He's taking a little nappy nap before going to the gym. Yes, he will go to the gym on Christmas Day. This man has a routine, y'all. And another thing I will say is that, you know, okay, I will say this too. I spent many a Christmases by myself. I promise y'all I did. And before I got married and stuff, and I would just spend Christmas with people that I love, my friends, and, you know, or doing my own thing. Or even one year I stayed in the dorm room by myself and just had a nice little Christmas by myself. And I love it. And I think that you should cherish those times that you have on your own, because no one knows the time of the day. And when I say that, I mean that you don't know when you're going to be booed up. You don't know. This Christmas might be your last Christmas by yourself. You don't know. And if it's not your last Christmas by yourself, it may be, you know, next year you're going to be somewhere else. You're going to be doing different things, all of these things. So all of that to say that, you know, now that I have Dom here with me all the time, we might all be booed up next. Girl, that's what I'm saying. One Christmas, the Christmas before, so I met Dom July 2020. December 2019, I was in my dorm room by myself for Christmas. I did not celebrate Christmas with anyone. I know some of my friends went out. I actually was a hermit. I decided to stay in, and I just watched Christmas movies by myself. And, you know, from 2019 and prior, I would spend Christmas either with my family or by myself. And so it's so interesting to see y'all doing different activities, playing with your nieces and nephews. Do all that right now while you can. Do it while you can. Because you never, no one knows the time of the day or the year. Yes, honey, my mom seems to think that I'll be with her forever. LOL, I might be engaged next year, mom. You don't know, right? I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna talk about that too while my cookie's baking. I gotta bake it for 15 minutes. That's the same thing that happened with me. My mom, okay, so I should tell you guys, I lived with my mom, so I moved out on my own when I was 18. And then from 18 to like my mom moved back to Toronto 2011. So from please let me say, oh, your mom watches, hi, mama, little mama magic, mama, little mama's mama, little mama's mamas. Don't want to reveal too much. I might have to explain some things later to her. No, but actually, I was living with my mom. So I lived from 18 to 24, 25. I lived on my own. And then once my mom and my siblings moved to Toronto, I lived with them up until I left in 2017. So from 2011 to 2017, I lived with my mom and my siblings. And that was the season. And then I don't think my mom imagined that I would go to Korea and find a spouse, to be quite honest with you. That wasn't in the cards, right? And also, when I left my mom's house, or when I stopped living with my mom, because we was all kind of like living together to make the, to have cheaper housing. This is the thing. It's like she treated me as a single person, right? So the way it was that our relationship was more like mother-daughter, but as a single person. Tyra said, LOL, little mama, she loves having me around, but sometimes I feel like she thinks I'm going to live with her forever. Yeah, it was like that. My mom was making plans as if we was going to stay like that forever. And they never expect us to move on, but it's inevitable. Yep, it's true. Because at one point, we were supposed to buy a house together. So it was supposed to be me, my sister, my brothers. Because we were like, okay, we're tired of renting. At the time, housing was a little way better than it is right now. So you could save up at good 5% down payment and you could get you a little house or whatever. So before I went to Korea, I remember we had that in the works. And then when I moved to Korea, I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, let's do it. Let's get the money together. And then after that, I met Dom. Telling y'all, 2019, I was like, oh, we're going to pull money for a house together. And then I'm going to come back home. I remember I went home March 2020. March 2020, around February, March for my birthday. I spent a month, about almost 3 weeks in Toronto in 2020, February. I met Dom in July. When I went back home in February for a visit, I was like, oh yeah, we gonna get the house together, and then I'm gonna move back home. I'm gonna move, and everybody's like, yeah, you coming back home? Oh my God, you're gonna graduate and come back home? Good morning, Polly. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So everybody was like, oh, you coming back? I was announcing to everybody, oh yeah, I'm moving back home. We gonna buy a house together. All of these things. I said that in February. March, everything was shut down because of COVID. And then I met Dom in July 2020. Tell me where that house was gonna go. Where is that house now? Where is that house now? Where is that house? And I said I was coming back to move back. I stayed in Korea 2 extra years. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's so, when they say you make plans and God laughs, it's really true. Like, it's so true how that does work. Like, you may have plans, like, you thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna be single forever on Christmas. Nah, like, I never would have imagined that I'd be here 3 years later or 4 years later, because we met in 2020, 4 years later with my husband in Canada having Christmas with him, right? So it's just crazy how life works. Hold on, let me read another comment. You said, once you get a stable job and save up, I'm moving. Literally, I want to see the world. Yeah, and you should. And if your mom's watching, I'm sure she understands that. And I think moms, especially moms that have daughters, they do depend on us a lot. They do. You said how quick things change. Wow, see how fast things change. That's why I stopped betting on me always being here. Just appreciate me while I'm here, because you never know where I'll be in a year. Exactly. 100%, Tyra. You never know where you're going to be. You never know where you're going to be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really literally thought that I was announcing, y'all. I was so confident. Like, oh yeah, I'm coming back. Everybody was happy. Oh my God, you're moving back. Because at that point, I had lived in Korea about 2 years. Yeah, 2017, 18, 19. I lived there 2 years, and then I was gonna graduate in 2021. So I was like, okay, as soon as I graduate, I'm out of here. And I was making all these plans, about to put a down payment. I actually sent my mom the money. Because what happened was I got a COVID. So how it worked was that our prime minister, once COVID happened, he gave us COVID relief for students, even if you were abroad. So they gave us $5,000. And so I took that $5,000 And then I sent it to my mom for the house because remember, I was going to school. I got a scholarship. I had a scholarship and I had a stipend. So I kind of didn't really need the money. I needed it, but not as much. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it to you and you can save it. And we're going to build for a down payment. So everybody was going to give like 5 to 10K each. I had already sent the money, y'all. And then I was like, oh yeah, like that was around like maybe, I think we got the COVID relief like around April, May. I sent the money back home and I was chilling. I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to move back. I was making plans. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Ottawa. That was because they had a lot of government jobs and a lot of jobs at the time. So I was like, okay, like, I can get me a job in international politics and maybe work my way up. I had a whole plan and it didn't have a man in it. I'm thinking I'm going to be single. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Because at that time I just kind of acknowledged that I was single and I was happy. I was like, you know what? I'm at the point in my life where so be it. I was like, if I'm single, I'm single. So be it. I was like, I'm going to live for me and I'm going to do everything that I want to do. And if a man comes along, great. If he doesn't. So I had already resolved to myself that, okay, I'm going to be single for a bit. And so I was making all these plans. I was like, I don't need a man to get a house. I'm going to get it myself with my family. And then after that, once we get the house together, we'll, work it out and then we can all live there. Or maybe we could rent it out and get money every month, let the house pay itself, make investments. I was just like, okay, I don't need a man to get a house. I'm going to get a house. I don't need a man to go to school. I'm going to go back to school. I don't need a man to travel. I'm going to travel. I don't need a man to get a job. I'm going to do that. So I just started just making plans. And then July, boom. And then July, met my husband. That's what I'm saying. I had all these plans, child, thinking I was all these plans. Didn't even know what was going to happen. So all of that to say, man, you don't know where life is going to take you. And don't think that this is always going to be your situation, especially around Christmas time. You see all the other families and stuff, or even if you're estranged from your family, you think that I'm never going to be able to celebrate Christmas with family again or friends again. You never know it might not even be a spouse. It might just be, you might meet the best friend that you should have always had, or maybe you'll meet the right people and have Christmas with them instead. And maybe, you'll be reconciled with your family. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You got to enjoy the present time, because whatever you plan and whatever you think going to happen, it's never like that. It always becomes something different. Hold on, I'm gonna read a few more comments and then I'm gonna check on my cookies. Tyra said, yeah, I think mamas want the best for us, but they low-key want us to be their little maids and helper. Girl, we gonna talk about that. Hold on. Hold that thought. Little mama said, and maybe that's my opinion, but I feel like families want the girls to stay, the sons can leave, but I feel like families hold on to the girls a little stronger. We gonna hold that thought too. And then CFT said mother-daughter relationships are complicated. Moms need the daughters indefinitely. Some front as though they don't, but they really do. Girl. Okay, y'all just said a mouthful. Yes, you're right. I feel like, and I'm being honest, my mom watches my channel too, but hey, I gotta keep it real, y'all. I don't like to sugarcoat stuff, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I have to. Merry Christmas at the Dev Studio. You always come at the right time. You always come when I'm about to spill something. It's like you got a spidey sense, because I notice every time I'm about to spill something, you have impeccable timing at the Dev Studio. I was just about to get into it. So for me, there are 2 girls in my family. It's me and my sister. I'm the youngest. My sister's the oldest. And I noticed that with my brothers, the expectations were so different. My parents rely on us a lot more than they do my brothers. We have the best chats. You ladies are amazing. Thank you, Tyra. That's why I want this channel as an outlet, because I'm still going through it. My parents really depend on us a lot. And I think that what it is that Dev Studio said, LOL, God's put me in the right place. Right, for real. You be coming at the right time. Yeah, my parents put so much expectations on my sister and I. So for example, when we were growing up, I'm going to tell y'all for real, like, I'm going to be very transparent with y'all right now. I got my period when I was 9. I think I had mentioned that in some lives prior. And I remember prior to having my period, when I had to learn how to how to take care of myself and stuff like that. My mom just was like, after she did bathe me and stuff up until I got my period. And then once I got my period, it was like, you're a woman now. I was like, I don't know where this came from. So first thing she said, no sex, no boys. So I had that talk with her. And that was traumatizing in itself. There was no talk about, okay, your body's changing. This is what's going to happen. There was no preparation. One day I just saw blood in my panties and I kept hiding them. And then she came to me and she's like, why is there blood in your panties? And I was like, I don't know. And then that's when she realized it clicked for her. And she was like, you're too young. That's the first thing she said. She's like, you're too young. And then I was like, I don't know. And you know, when you start your period, it just starts spotting. And then one day it just became a full period. And I used to have really bad cramps. I used to vomit a lot. I used to have to go home from school. I was the only girl in my class to have my period. And also this has to do with nutrition and food. I'm going to talk about that in another chat, but I was eating so much processed food and milk and dairy. And it was like the estrogen was just causing me to have an early onset period. Little mama said same. Yep. And you got to remember, Black women, our bodies are different. Not only is our hair different, but our bodies are different. And that's why we have a high rate of fibroids, high rate of like, especially endometriosis and like those type of like, women issues, women reproductive issues, is because we're not fed the proper diet and nutrition from a childhood. Imagine I'm eating cereal and sugar every morning. That's not going to help me. Bread. My little sister's got hers at 9 too. Yes, carbs on carbs. I'm telling you, it's the food and the environment. Carbs on carbs on carbs. No veggies. No nothing. And then you don't even work out. We weren't taught to go to work out like the other kids. Stay home all day, cooking, cleaning, doing whatever we're doing, like adult things, or even laying around, right? So of course, right? You started at 9 too. Yeah, a lot of people started at 9. So then what ended up happening was that my mom was like, okay, well, now you have your period, so you're gonna learn how to do your own laundry, clean your own clothes, take your own showers, and it's okay, but it was just all at once. There was no like preparation for that. And I think that from that time, I realized that something was different with me. Overnight, girl, overnight, instantaneously. Me and my sister had went through it, and she got hers at 10. I got mine a year earlier than her. She had her period at like around 10 years old. And so we were both now little women. I remember when I got my period, my sister called my cousin, y'all saw on my Jamaica live, Sandra, and she's like, oh my gosh, she got her period. She's a woman now. I'm 9 years old, y'all. 9 years old. So now I had to learn all that by myself. But my brothers didn't have that same expectation. When they turned 9, 10, I didn't hear no talk about them being adults, cleaning their own clothes. Matter of fact, my mom cleaned their clothes until they were out of the house. So it was like, I could see the disparity between my brothers and me and my sisters. For example, when my brothers wanted to go out with their friends, no one asked questions. There would probably be little questions like, who you going to be with? That's it. But for me and my sister, it was like, where are you going to go? Whose parents are there? I got to be there. I got to go there. I got to be there. Whereas for us, it was a little different, right? Because we're young girls, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like, if you're going to treat one child like that, you can't make a preference. And it's because boys will be boys, as if boys can't get girls pregnant. Like, I don't understand that logic. It didn't make no sense. And so I noticed real quick. Hold on, let me check my cookies. Oh, okay, they baking real well. I'm going to keep them in for like another 5 minutes. So I noticed that disparity. And then as I got older, I noticed that we were expected to go to school and get higher education, whereas my brothers didn't really have that expectation on them. I would say that when my brothers decided not to go to university, my parents were like, okay. But then when I decided to drop out of school, you're going to be a loser. What are you doing with your life? I didn't like, why are you not going to school? It was such a big deal when I didn't go to school. But when they chose not to go to school, I get it. Okay. I won't say that it wasn't the same, because I had another little brother who went to school and they were hard on him too. But I noticed that it wasn't equal across the board. It was kind of like, well, you're expected to, because you have it, but then maybe that child doesn't have it, so it's okay, we're going to let them pass. I'm like, no, it's got to be equal across the board. You can't just choose which child is supposed to have the higher education and which isn't. It should be equal all across the board. So I noticed that. Then now I notice that when it comes to certain things, my parents do depend on me and my sister a lot more than my brothers. 100%. 100%. And I think that especially now that my sister and I are married and we have our own husbands, it's getting a little complicated now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to read your comments soon. But it's getting a lot more complicated now that we have husbands because, you know, remember the relationship dynamic was my daughters are always there for me. But now I actually have a husband I have to tend to as well. We don't have kids yet, but I still have to tend to him. And eventually, you know, God willing, we have children, I will have to prioritize my family. However, my parents still kind of have that expectation that we're always going to be there for them. And I think that that's been the hardest part of me moving back to Canada, is that that expectation is real, y'all. And I'm starting to get overwhelmed, and I'm starting to feel like, okay, like this is not gonna, it's not sustainable. So for example, doctor's appointments, you got to schedule all this for them. You got to, you know, you got to read their emails. You got to send stuff over. You got to call pension. You got to do all that. I'm like a secretary. I was your daughter and your secretary. That's how I feel. You know that song by Mary J. Blige? 11 years. But anyways, I feel like I'm just stuck in this like rut of like, I'm the daughter, but then it's a priority thing because it's like, who do I prioritize? Because every time I'm spending time doing stuff for my parents is less time that I'm spending stuff doing at, like, you know, at home, the things that need to be prioritized, right? And so it becomes a little muddled. It becomes tricky. Hold on. Someone said, okay, I'm gonna read y'all comments right now. I'm reading them. It's so crazy. A lot of y'all had y'all periods at 9. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Another thing I will say is that the doctors in the hospitals, they don't know how to treat us. We already know that. We have the highest mortality rate compared to other races of women. And I believe it's because people don't know how to treat Black bodies. They know how to use Black bodies and abuse Black bodies, but they don't know how to make us better and heal us. And I think that that's a problem. If you remember, if you look at the history of women's reproductive system and gynecology, they were doing experiments on Black women, and then they're doing these experiments, and that's why we have a lot of the, you know, the scientific breakthroughs that we have now. And obviously now they use lab rats and stuff, but before they used to use humans. And now you got to remember though. Oh, let me turn this off. Sorry. You got to remember though that that now we when we go to the hospital, they don't know how to diagnose us. They always think, oh, it's just anxiety, or you just need to lose weight. It's more than that, y'all. It's diet. Diet is huge. So I'm gonna read y'all comments. A tyrant said, in the Black community, the girls and women are expected to be the money back workhorse for the family. Girl, there's a Haitian expression that says the more kids you have, the easier it is to mule or something. I don't remember. I got to figure out the saying. But anyways, the expression is basically like, especially for women, Black women, I would say I will also add Hispanic women to it too. Black and Hispanics, I realize we have the same parallel, but other women too. But we're gonna stick to Black because we know Black. I know Black. I know I'm a Black woman, so I can 100% testify to this. Is that we are expected to take care of our parents and our family, and we have that burden. Domestic labor, financial labor, energy. It's like your family has to be more important. The family you were born to. But what they don't understand is, again, we gonna talk about biblical stuff because in the Bible, I gotta bring that up. It says when you get a man finds a wife and then they cleave to their wife and they make their own unit. But a lot of people don't give us that grace. And so they expect us to always be there to support them. And we're kind of like I even make a joke. I always tell, like, even my brother-in-law, he makes a joke about my sister. He's like, you're like, it's like, you're kind of like a wife for your parents because you're doing all the duties that a spouse should be doing, but then you're the daughter, you feel me? And then it just becomes kind of like there's like a blurred area where it's like, okay, now I'm an adult. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm no longer under your care. And yes, we should always take care of our parents 100%. I don't think that there's anything wrong with doing that. But then the expectation is way more than what you're offering, kind of, right? So, yep. Tyra, you're so right about that. It will be challenging when your parents get older, Romy. God forbid someone ends up with a serious health issue. It may be on you and your sister. Girl, we gonna talk about that. It seems like sometimes daughters are dependent on Meanwhile, we got these 10 brothers. Exaggeration. Yep, but the daughter is the only dependable, because men are not, they're not socialized that way. Men, especially, like I said, if you got a son with a mom who doesn't hold him accountable and who does everything for him, then how will he be a good husband to you? You know what I mean? Some men are naturally, if you have men, and again, I'm not saying my brothers are, because eventually they did become adults. They became very financially independent. Why? Because we went through a tough time as a family, and then the financial crisis, and they couldn't depend on my parents anymore. So then they had to grind it. They had to grind out. Thank God that that did happen to them, because I think if it wasn't for the financial situation that had happened in 2008, the financial crisis where we lost a lot of things financially, I think it would have been harder for them to grow up. But because they had that situation, they were forced to grow up right away. They had to be adults. And I think for me and my sister, the reason we could ride that wave sooner is because, or better, I guess I could say, me and my sister have accelerated way faster, is because we were adultified as kids. I couldn't depend on my parents to pay my bills like that. Like, I had to work for myself, right? I'm not saying that they wouldn't, but I'm saying that they didn't have the means to most of the time, and they had other kids to feed. So then I already knew from a young age. I started working at 15 years old. I started getting my own bag. I got my own place at 2021. So it's like I already had to get my own from a young age. So I knew I couldn't depend on anyone but myself, to be quite honest with you. Little Mama said it seems like sometimes daughters are. Oh yeah, I read that one. Dub Studio, yes, I literally just started to make some money doing something creative, and my mom is already like, "Well, you need to get ready to buy us a house." Tyra, you see? That's how it starts. CFT said, "I've seen what happens with people before," and Little Mama said, "And in my case, Mom reads this. I love you, Mommy." Little Mama, you funny. CFT. Little mama's mama, we love you. Don't worry, it's all in love. We're just sharing experiences. My parents, they listening to this too. So hey, y'all saw my mom pop in the live quickly, but I think she cooking now, so she ain't there. My daddy could be watching this for all I know. Dev Studio at Tyra, yup, it's crazy. Everybody's meal ticket. Yup. At Tyra says, LOL, yes, I thought it was weird, but I thought that too. Like, dang, does my mom look at me as her surrogate husband? Yeah, she does. She does. And I'm looked at as a surrogate wife. No joke. And what it is, hold on, I just gotta wipe my nose real quick. I have this for a reason. What it is that I'm gonna be real with y'all. Especially in my case, I feel like it's because they are lacking that from their spouse, or they don't have a spouse, or they're lacking that from the spouse. I gotta be real. So if they don't have a spouse, you're automatically in that surrogate husband-wife role. And if they do have a spouse, like my parents, they are married, there's some things that the spouse can't do that you have to fill in the role for. I have to be honest. So for example, my mom, unfortunately, she's not good with technology. And she's always made that very clear. She's not good with paperwork. She's not good at doing that stuff. My dad isn't either. So guess who that falls on? The kids that are good with technology. But guess what? My brothers, they're not going to answer the phone 24/7. But me and my sister are very dependable. So we will, and we do. Because you don't want to see your parents struggling and suffering, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, like where does it stop, right? Same thing with Dom. First, like his parents can't do it either. So he literally does trainings for them. He helps them a lot, even though he's all the way here in Canada. But I will say with Dom's parents, it's a little less, only for the simple fact that they really do try themselves to do everything. Like they really try hard. And then if they can't do it, then they call him and then he has to take over. But my parents are not the same. They will call me for everything and my sister for everything. And it's like, again, it's like, where does it end, right? And again, if my parents are watching this, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love helping you guys. But at the same time, it's like, it is a lot to carry, because now you worry about your parents' financial situation. You worry about them aging. My siblings are about to all move to the States, because I have two brothers already in the States, and then I have two brothers in Toronto, but one's planning to move to the States eventually. My sister's moving with her husband soon. He's in the States. And then I'm the only one living here, but on the other side of Canada. My parents have decided to move all the way to Quebec, even though I had them here in Victoria. Y'all, that's a whole story time. But I don't know if I could say that on YouTube. I might have to do a private membership for this one. This one is a mess. But what I will say is that, you try to help your parents as much as you can. But at the same time, they are also human and they're not going to listen to you. They hard-headed. Hard-headed. Tyra says, oh wait, Dev Studio said, yeah, I know I was on my own in life when I was about 13 years old. It's sad, but it's true. I was you got used to it. Yep. It used to make me feel really sad when I was younger because you don't feel seen as a full human being. Yep. Yeah, my mom never got married, so she definitely sees me like that. Yeah. And it's sad because it's like, this is the sad part. They're still your parents. We have a loyalty to our parents. MM said, same, never realized how many people have family. We have this, I'm telling y'all, I would subscribe to the private membership because there's other things I like to discuss, not so publicly. You know what? I'm going to talk about that on Saturday because I am starting something. So we gonna chat more Saturday. I'm going to go into that. There's a lot of things I want to discuss, but I feel like it's too public to discuss on a YouTube platform. But what I will say is this, like, we're all living lives, and a lot of people didn't realize that I also deal with a lot of familial dysfunction, and people don't realize that. They see me and they think everything's fine. I'm like, nah, y'all don't know the half of what I got to deal with. CFT said it's not them being hard-headed, it's also poor past decision making, which now affects you as the child caretaker. This one right here. CFT, you nailed it. You nailed it. It's like, now you gotta be responsible for the decisions your parents made. I remember I had seen on this girl's TikTok and I was like, this girl's so right too. Chad, we could talk about forever, y'all. We could talk about this forever. I'm telling y'all, I'm living it today too. Me too. Add me. I'm in the class. I'm in there. If we had a class, I'd be in the class. Matter of fact, I'd probably be the leader in the class, giving y'all stories too. It's so facts. Oh, the cookies are good, girl. I turned off the oven. I'm just waiting for them to cool. Actually, let me take them off. I'll show you guys the cookies. But what I will say is this. What I can say is I live this right now. And you're just checking. No, don't worry. I turned off the oven. When I started yapping and I started talking, I was like, well, I got to turn off the oven before they get burnt. I'm going to show y'all. They're just cooling now. What I was going to say is this. When I realized that it's a lot of poor decision making, especially in our community. And that's why I fight so hard on my channel. And y'all, I'm telling you, I don't make no money from YouTube like that. Like I probably, like now I'm starting to make like $100, not even 100 every 2 months. Like, so I'm not doing this for the money for sure. I'm doing it because I genuinely want us to be better. I want us to be better. We can't keep continuing the same generational trauma and curses that our parents have put us through. I refuse to continue this legacy. I refuse. And if that means that I have to separate myself from everyone else, so be it. I literally live on the other side of Canada. Y'all done seen why I said I don't mess with toxic family members no more, because I don't want my kids to see that and think it's normal. I don't want to bring children into the world, and even myself. I don't want to bring children into the world, or I don't want myself to continue to co-sign on this. I don't. And I know that some people are going to be against that and be like, oh, but it's your family. No, like Terry said in Soul Food, F the family. Because at this point, it's not about family, but it's more about doing things the right way, being held accountable, being emotionally available, having emotional intelligence to make the right decision, making the right decision so that the future you will be grateful for the past you. And whoever, like I said, we don't know what the plans are. Right now, Dom and I don't have kids. I don't know what 2 years is going to look like. I don't know what 5 years is going to look like. But I know what today's going to look like. And today is the day I make decisions that are going to benefit future Romy, future Dom, and future Romy Dom's children, and future whoever. And it may not even be children. It may be people I encounter on the day-to-day. Maybe it's going to impact you guys, right? So it's like every decision you make sure that it's the right decision. Because again, if our parents made piss poor decision, They made a lot of bad decisions, and they're catching every decision you make will catch up to you, whether it's positive or negative. And so when you have so many bad decision making skills and you've made so many poor decisions, it will follow you for years to come. And it will also, like CFT said, affect your children. So now they got to deal with what you did 20, 30 years ago, when I didn't even exist like that. I was forced into this life again. And another thing I want to mention about parents, especially Black parents, is they feel we owe them because we're here. And I'm like, that is the most backward thing I have ever heard in my life. So I owe you because you decided to procreate and have me. Make that make sense. Let me go get my cookies. Y'all make that make sense. How do I owe you? How do I owe you? Because they'll be like, oh, we did everything for you. We gave you a roof over your head. We did this for you. And I'm like, bro, like, not bro, because it's my parents, but I'm like, parents, I understand you did, and I'm very grateful, but that's your responsibility as a parent. I said it. As a parent, that is your responsibility. You bring children into the world, you're supposed to take care of them. Who else was going to feed me and bathe me? The system? The government? Who else was going to do it? Because you decided. Y'all decided to get together and have me. So then how am I being responsible for what happens afterwards? That don't make no sense. Why am I responsible for that? And it's this guilt, the manipulation. That's what I'm telling y'all. You feel the guilt because you're like, dang, they really did take care of me. They really held me down. And yes, absolutely, they don't have to do more than they should. I understand that, because as parents, you overextend yourself. But what I'm trying to say is, you shouldn't say that to your children, in my opinion. I feel like you should not throw it in kids' faces as if like you did them a favor so they have to owe you. No, it should be something that they want to do because you're there. You know what I mean? I feel like people should want to help you. People should want to support you. It shouldn't be forced. It's indoctrination. It is. I'm telling y'all, it's like indoctrination. It's very manipulative, and it makes you feel like, dang, because they did all that for me, then I have to sacrifice for them. But is it really selfish for me to want to have my own stuff? I don't think so. Is it selfish for me to spend my hard-earned money for something I want? I don't think so. Is it so bad for me to want to live somewhere else or do other things and not have to worry about what y'all got going on because that's y'all decisions that y'all made? But then why every time y'all make a decision, I'm dragged into it somehow? I'm dragged into it. I'm dragged into it. And I ain't even asked for it. But I'm in it. And so now I got to figure out a way, okay, I got to deal with it, but I didn't make that decision. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's levels to this. Hold on, I'm going to read y'all comments. Hold on, y'all. I had my YouTube on. You said same, and sisters who become baby mamas and ask you for money. Hold on, Tyra, you got a sister who's a baby mama? You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. Romy, you are in it for life. That's the issue. Girl, for life. Yep. Kudos to you. That's the ways to be, is keeping your sanity. When I was in Korea, I'm telling y'all, it was the best. It was the best. It's selfish for us to desire education, wealth, and marriage. Preach. It is selfish. It's selfish because people won't look at you sideways like, oh, like, because I'm telling y'all, I've heard so many conversations. Why you want to move all the way to BC? Don't you think your parents need you? Why are you moving so far away from family? Why'd you decide to go to Korea? You couldn't find a school to go to. I done heard it all before. And thank God that I am my own person. I'm my own woman. And I was like, well, whatever they say, I've been off of people like that. So I was like, I don't know if it's the Aquarius thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm the type of person like, nothing you say could faze me. Because if I got my mind made up, I'm still going to do it, whether you like it or not. You could have your opinions. I welcome the opinions, but I'm still going to do what I want to do. And a lot of people, I remember when COVID happened, even when COVID happened, when I was back home, some people were like, oh, you should stay. Why are you going back to Korea? You might as well just finish your school here. You don't have to. And I'm like, why am I listening to you? You don't even go to school. Like, why am I listening to you? And I'm not saying you can't give advice if you're not in that situation. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to be married to give good marital advice. You don't have to be this type of person. But what I'm trying to say is that when someone tries to deter you and they put all those negative negative thoughts in your head and the negative energy, and they haven't even done it themselves, then it's best for them to be quiet and just support you. Because I found that a lot of people, they couldn't do what I did. And so they're putting their insecurities and projections on me. And I'm like, look, just because you can't be away from your family doesn't mean I have to go through the same. I have my own life that I'm living. Yeah, my parents, like a lot of people were saying, oh, you want to be away from your parents because I'm a woman. I bet you they wouldn't say it to my brothers, though. My brothers live where? Exactly. Please. You said that's what I meant when I said families want to hold on to the daughters. Yep, little mama, 100%. I also don't want to ask directions for people who've never been where I'm going. It's not smart, and that's what I've noticed with. Dom used to say that to me. He was like, I don't want to listen to people who don't have like what I'm looking for, and it's not a bad thing. And I think that people, okay, some people could give some really good advice. Don't get me wrong. However, what I will say is that it can only go so far, is my point. So that's why you have a lot of these relationship coaches like Derek Jackson, for example. I don't know if y'all remember him, the guy who used to be in his car making those relationship videos, and then he got exposed for cheating on his wife. And when he was in the car, he was going to see other women and stuff like that. So it's like, you can't give me advice if you can't even hold your marriage together and telling me how to hold mine together. How are we gonna do that? You know what I mean? That's why y'all never see me give parenting advice on this channel. I barely talk about kids. And if I talk about kids, it's like I'm telling you, like, oh, we want to have kids. Oh, you saw that video? Derek Jackson and his wife, the Bonnet of Salvation girl, Diana, whatever her name was. God bless her soul. But it was like, he was giving all this advice to all this women. Oh, this how you keep a man. That's how you keep a man. That's how you. Meanwhile, he can't keep his wife. Please. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Exactly. That's why I don't give parenting advice in the sense that, like, I don't tell people how to parent their children, because guess what? I'm not a mom. I couldn't tell you the half of being a mom. I know being a mom is difficult. And maybe one day my mom could come on this channel and she disputes what I say. Be like, okay, maybe you feel this way, but I feel this way when you were 9, da da da. That's her opinion. I'm just giving my story based on my perspective, right? But all of that to say that, most of the people who are going to be negative Nancy's in your life, they haven't achieved what you can achieve. So don't listen to them. That's what I'm trying to say. You can listen to them if they're being constructive and they're kind of seeing something you don't see. Kind of like that football player, Travis Hunter. I don't know if y'all heard that situation with his little girlfriend or whatever. That whole situation, that's a mess, right? Some people could see red flags. However, if there's no basis to what they're saying, just move along. Why are you in my face? Here are the cookies, y'all. This is what they live, just a little golden, just a little too golden, but I'm going to try it. Tyra said, and they low-key want the good life too, but don't want you to get there before them. We're going to talk about that Saturday too. I'm telling you, I got a nice Friday and Saturday. I have some good lives coming up. Oh, thank you. They do look good. I'm about to try one in 2 minutes. But yeah, like they don't want you to surpass them. And I realize now that there's a lot of like people who, again, when they project, they just can't see you. They don't want you to get there before them. So they're going to try to deter you. I'm telling y'all, when I was about to go to Korea in 2017, people, I wouldn't say not my family. I would say not my parents. My parents were very supportive. It was other people talking about, oh, I don't think I could ever move that far away from my family. Are you sure you're making the right decision? There's so many master's program in Canada. Why don't you look into that? Because I don't want to. I want to go to Korea. I don't want to. That's it. What you trying to tell me? I don't want to. That's it. That's all. Moving to Victoria, like I said. Oh, like, it's an all white city, because Victoria's majority white city. I ain't gonna lie. It's very Caucasian. However, what I will say is this is the best city I've ever lived in. Hands down. Hands down. And it's so crazy because I had never lived in a majority white city in my life. Most of the time I lived in very diverse cities. For me, it was a big risk. And the thing was that I wanted to take that risk because I thought, look, they got the jobs I want. I see that people are living there pretty well and comfortably. I'm going to go move there. And guess what? It was the best decision I ever made for me and Dom. We are peaceful here. We have good jobs. Look how fast Dom was able to accelerate here. I don't think he would have been able to do that in Toronto, in a bigger city. this was the right city for us. Even the other day when we went to go look for apartments, this little old couple, they saw us kind of going around the area, and then we were looking at something, and I told her, because I thought then, because we were looking at these condos that are being built, and we wanted to know the name of the condos because we're thinking about buying condos in the future, or like in 2 years or so. And the lady, they're two old little it's a little old white couple. I'm telling y'all, it's a majority white city. So then the area we're living in, there was a lot of older people, and they saw us, and then I was like, oh, I don't know the name of this place. And then the lady came, she heard me. She came back to tell me the name of the place, and she even told me about the neighborhood. She's like, oh, actually, you guys should look at these condos. They're even better than that one. They just built them. You guys should look into that. Her husband started ad-libbing, and he started giving, he's like, oh, it's a very safe community. You guys will really love it here. Y'all, they were the nicest people ever. And I'm saying, like, it was just since I've been in this city, I'm telling you, of course the city has problems. There's a lot of issues in this city, meaning that there's a high homeless rate in some places. There's a lot of different things. Every city has its good and its bad. But overall, this has been the best move I've ever made, career-wise, mental-wise, health-wise, environment-wise. It's just, I can walk everywhere. It's very walkable, peaceful. Y'all saw the mountains and beaches I could go to. It's just such a different vibe. And if I had listened to other people, ain't no black people there, I couldn't be there. Ain't too much people like us over there. Ain't too much people like us over there. I can't go there. There's not too many Haitian people. Imagine. That's what I'm saying. Follow where your heart wants to lead you. I'm telling you, your gut is so strong. Like, wherever the spirit is leading you and where God's taking you, go and don't hesitate. If God is leading you to Korea, move to Korea. Even now, I'm saying that, even as somebody who left, because guess what? That was my calling at that time. And maybe you're calling at this time, or another country, wherever it is, or another city, or maybe you got to go to this school, or you got to go this place or that place. Wherever God is leading you to go, go. Don't hesitate. He got you, no matter what it looked like. Little Mama said, when I was going to Korea, I told no one outside of my immediate family. Please don't. You're gonna hear all the negative Nancy's and Nicks talking. Oh, don't do this. They'll be the first ones to try to make you change your plans. Jealousy, it's real. I'm gonna talk about that. You said, and that was intentional. It better be. Yeah, don't tell everybody what you're doing. I'm telling y'all, you'll regret it. Tyra, oh, thank you. You love that for us. I love, and I'm telling you, it took us a while to get here. It took us a while, but one thing about Dom and I, Dom is also against the grain too. Dom, that's one of the reasons I love Dom and I fell in love with Dom, is because he was like, I felt like I could see myself in him, because he also left home and went to Australia for a few years. And then he lived in New Zealand for a few years, went to grad school over there, or he had a graduate certificate program over there. And we both were the same. We're like, you know what? We're not going to go with traditional norms. We're going to go against the grain and make our own versions of the lives we want to live, not following what other people have for us. And I found that has benefited us in such a big way. It has benefited us. Now, again, is it perfect? No, but it's the best decisions that we've made. And once we met each other, we realized we were very similar in the sense that, like, we're very non-traditional. We try to make our lives the way it should be, and the way God's guiding us, and not dependent on other people's expectations of us. That's what's helped me a lot, I'm telling y'all. And I did that by happenstance. It wasn't something that I planned. It was just, as I was living my life, I made mistakes, and then some mistakes were like really bad mistakes, and some mistakes were good mistakes. It was like, oh, I thought it was a mistake. I didn't know I did that, but oh, it worked for me. And so that's why I'm telling y'all, like, take calculated risk, because I didn't know anything about that. I just knew I just went with what I wanted. But I realized that I should have probably done it a little bit better, and I tweaked it up a little bit. And that's why I shared the information with y'all, so y'all could do better than me. CFT said, Romy, I also think it's culture too. Depending where your family's from, they are downright pessimistic. Facts. Because they ain't never seen it before. So I get it. Like, if you ain't never seen nothing before, of course you're gonna be against it. You ain't never seen it before. You've never seen it before. So for you, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm the first one to do it. You're the first one to, Okay, so remember how I said I was the first one to live abroad? My parents actually moved to Canada from Haiti, so they were technically the first ones to move abroad. However, what I will say is that Canada was still familiar to them because they had a community there. There's a large Haitian community in Montreal. So when my parents moved to Montreal, they already had family established there. My aunts and uncles were there already. They already had a community there. So they were set. For me, when I went to Korea, I don't have a community there. I had no one, nothing. And so some people saw it as, oh, there's nobody there to help you. And I'm like, you don't always need somebody there to help you. You can do it yourself. I'm telling you, if you knew how powerful you were, you as an individual, how powerful and strong and how valuable you are, you would be making moves on your own too. You don't need people behind you. You don't need a machine behind you. You don't. You just need you. That's it. You and decisions, making the right choices. That's it. That's all. Little mommy, you said you need a change of environment. Sometimes that's what's needed. 100% agree. Personally, I want to be far away from some of them. I said what I said. Tyra, girl, we on the same page. I move far away. They on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. And I love it that way. I love having my peace and my stability. And also, you got to remember, I'm married now too, right? So I got to protect my husband, not from other girls. I don't care about that stuff. I know some people be like, oh, I don't care about him cheating on me. Actually, to be honest with you, I know, like I said before, I know my value in myself. So whatever he decides to do, if he decides he wants to cheat on his own volition, that's his business, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be there to entertain it. Let's just be real. I'm not one of those stand by your man. I'm not standing by no cheater. I'll be honest with y'all. And also on top of that, it's like, I'm not worried about him finding. I know some women are like, oh, he might find somebody. I don't care about that stuff. But what I do care about is other people's negative, I guess, toxic traits rubbing off on him. So the thing is, being around too many family members will create that kind of environment where they cross boundaries all up in your face, then he starts getting uncomfortable, because it's kind of like living with people, like, your family, but that person is not exposed to the craziness of your family. You got to protect them, shield them from the craziness that is your family. My husband does not have to worry about people crossing boundaries with him. He doesn't have to worry about us having to attend family functions because we live in the same city, so we have to. We're not going to do that no more. I don't have to expose him to that because I live so far away, and I had to do that because if I didn't do that, my mental health would be impacted, because then I feel guilty because I have some people pleasing tendencies where I would be like, oh, Dane, I feel bad for not showing up even though we live in the same city. Okay, we have to spend time with this. No, we don't. Now we don't, because I made sure we move far away so we don't have to. There we go. Little mama said, I will say I enjoyed the independence I had when I was overseas. Like, I was in a foreign country, riding the subway, going places alone, and I was fine. I was okay. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. When I'm telling you, when I lived in Korea, I had no worries in the world. I was just focused on me. And I spent those 6 years focused. Well, not 6 years. I would say 4 years focused on myself. And then the last 2 were with Dom. So I really got to know myself when I was isolated from everyone else, and isolated from people that I knew. I was in a whole new environment, whole new world, whole new culture. And I realized that life is what I make it. And that's when the real Romy started to grow a lot. I grew a lot in that time. In that short amount of time, I really got to know who I was, what I liked, because I didn't have other people's negative or other people's perceptions of who they think I am in my brain. Because imagine, I was isolated, so I could be a whole new person. Nobody would know who I was. And so I decided to be myself, like my real authentic self. I can't wait to travel to Asia. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. A reason I want to move away is because it felt like where I live, people are so content, but no one wants to try something different. Like, I can't live the rest of my youth like this. We're going to talk about that. Tyra said, yes, build relationship. God is your team. Yep. Do what you got to do. Like, it taught me that I could be okay. 100%. And you know what? I'm going to talk about what you guys just said, and then I'm going to eat the cookie and close out. You said you can't wait to travel to Asia. We're going to talk about that last. Lil Mama, you said that you wanted to move away. because people are content. That's one of the reasons I wanted to move away too. One of the reasons I had the strong urge to move to another country is because I felt like, I don't know, like I felt so uncomfortable in my city in Toronto. And when I lived in Toronto, I feel like Montreal was the growing stage for me. And then when I moved to Toronto, I felt like I was starting to get into the rat race. And I started to be like, it started to be like the Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same thing, every day, every day. And I was young at the time. And I was like, dang, I can't have this for the rest of my life. I need to do something different. And also being around different people, they had a different mindset than me. I wanted to live abroad. They wanted to stay here and be stable, which is nothing wrong with that. But at that time, I didn't want that. And I wanted to achieve everything that I could achieve before I got tied down, because I knew I don't know, like you see, it's premonition, because God knew that I was supposed to be with a spouse. So he knew that I had a ticking time clock. And I just felt the urge to move somewhere. It's like the urge. And I just followed that urge. I just started following it. And, at first, again, I thought I was going to live in China, because China was where my trajectory was, because they had the government scholarship program there too. But then God changed it and made it Korea. And so when I moved to Korea, I just felt like I was myself, because I was like, oh my God, this is really what I want to do. For the first time in my life, I can actually say that when I moved to Montreal, was one thing that I did that I really wanted to do. And the second thing was move to Korea. I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to achieve it. I really wanted to make something of myself and prove to myself that I could do it, and that I could live in another country. I could live in another environment. I could meet different people. I didn't want to be the same mundane person all the time. I wanted something more to my life, and to add flavor to it, and to enrich it, I guess I should say. And so when I moved to Korea, that for me was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Ever. Ever. I don't regret moving to Korea, period. I do regret, however, a few things which I've spoken on, is not saving enough money. And also I regret not taking full advantage of the experience that I had, because during COVID, I was a bit depressed. I'm not going to lie. So, thank you. I'm so glad I'm speaking to y'all, man. I'm just telling y'all, like, you are not alone. You are not alone. And especially as Black women, we're so limited. Like, we limit ourselves a lot. And the things that we have to give and offer to people, some people don't deserve our love. They don't deserve our devotion. They don't deserve our loyalty. They don't deserve our advice. They don't deserve our sacrifice or support. I'm being very honest. And when I started to live in solitude and really started to get to know who I am, I started to really realize what I would accept and what I wouldn't. And then once I started to heal, I'm telling y'all, that's the brand new Romy transformed. Like, I literally transformed in Korea. It was like I was transforming, but the full transformation came in Korea. And so now the Romy you see today is so much better than the Romy of yesteryears. And that's because I took the time to really get to know myself without other people's influence and perceptions, without other people's opinions, unsolicited, by the way, without other people in my ear. I lived a life on my terms, in my way, and far away and secluded from everyone. And I'm telling you guys, it was the best thing ever. And it doesn't necessarily mean, I don't mean that you have to be in another country to do that. Again, you could literally do it in other ways. But all I'm saying is, for me, I had to get away and escape in that way. Ooh, these cookies look good. It's a little hard because I left it in for a little bit long. I want it to be soft and chewy, but it's still okay. So yeah, I'm gonna read a few more comments. Oh, and I'm gonna talk about traveling to Asia, by the way, Tyra. Speak on it, Romy. Hey man, y'all, listen, I just came on here to bake some cookies, and somehow we talking real stuff. I literally just came to have some cookies. I need that. Yes, we have some good love to give to. Reserve it for the special people. Yup. I'm gonna speak on that a little bit more right now before I close out. Getting a chance for the first time to be out of a semi-toxic household did something to me. I need more of it. Clarity to hear your own voice is beautiful. Yep, 100%. And let me tell y'all, Tyra, you said to only give that energy, reserve it for special people. I learned that while I was abroad. I learned that there was something so beautiful about peace. Peace is so beautiful. And let me tell y'all, most of the time when drama and chaos came into my life, it wasn't self-inflicted. Now, some of it was self-inflicted, but most of the time it was other people putting their drama in my life. And what I realized then was that I started to have boundaries. They couldn't call me at all types of hours. I was abroad. By the time they called me, it was the next day and people had already simmered down. And by that time, the mess was already done. And so I was more like, my time was very valuable to me when I was in Korea because I could spend my time in my terms. And then on top of that, I will say that I started to, only reserve it for special people because even in Korea, there were some people who did not deserve my friendship. There are some people who didn't deserve me being there and listening to them. There were some people who didn't deserve me actually spending time supporting them. I learned that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my time wisely. And so once you learn who to give your time to, because this is a thing, and I want to touch up on this real quick. A lot of people, they start to like get defeated when they have negative experiences with other people, and they give their energy, soul, and all of that to the wrong people. And then they start to be guarded and they start to wall off. I would almost implore you to not do that. Don't do that because that's a piece of yourself that the world needs to know. So what you're going to do is you just going to learn to give it to the right people. We're going to talk about that in a video. How do you identify those people is very important. But you're not going to close yourself off to those experiences because that's what makes life beautiful. I always feel like those experiences deter you so that you can't get to your true purpose. And so I'm telling y'all, I know it's a joke because I talked about teeth on my channel and I talked about how bad that date was. And if I had taken that to heart and I've been like, you know what, all the guys gonna be like Teeth, man, I'm never gonna find nobody. You see, God, this is what you bringing to me. I'm good. I ain't never gonna date no more. I'm gonna close all my apps. I'm not gonna do language exchange anymore. I'm gonna close off. I met Dom 3 weeks later after Teeth. The cookie's good. It's just a little hard, but it's good. I'm gonna have Dom taste it. I met Dom 3 weeks after Teeth. I could have been defeated. Because mind you, I had just started dating again and seeing people again. And when I met Dom, it was on a language exchange app. So it wasn't even dating. But I had just started opening my heart to meet new people and to see new people. And then I could have literally, if I was in that mindset to be like, oh, hell no, I'm not dating no more. This guy crazy. Oh, his teeth. Oh, no. I can't get guys that I want. I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. If I had closed myself off, I would have missed out on the beauty that is that man sitting and sleeping right now on his phone, right here in front of my face. 3 weeks later, I met Dom. Because I kept going. I was like, you know what? It was just an experience. I'm just going to keep talking to people, keep meeting people, keep putting myself out there. Boom. Met my husband right there. Same thing for school. I could have let that professor, remember the cheating plagiarism lady? I could have let that affect me forever. I could have been like, F this school, I'm dropping out. But I said, no, I'm not going to let no one monkey ruin the show. She was an idiot. But guess what? There are some great people out there. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep going. I never stopped. And I think it was so crazy because I did it by mistake. But then now that I'm looking back on my life, the reason why I'm here in this situation that I'm in right now, and God has given me the blessings that I couldn't even imagine for myself. I'm self-sufficient now. I used to not be able to even afford toilet paper. I couldn't even afford a freaking McDonald's meal back in the day when I was in Montreal, when I was working and stuff, and I had just dropped out of school. I was at the bottom sleeping on an air mattress. I didn't even have a bed. Oh, I don't want to cry. I didn't even have furniture. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what I went through. I went through a lot. But by the grace of God, I'm where I am right now because I kept trying. Sorry, I don't like crying. I kept trying. Dom is laughing because he's never seen me cry like this. But I kept trying. I never gave up. And so What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna wipe my tears. What I'm gonna say now is don't give up, y'all. Don't give up. Don't give up on what you want. Don't give up on who you want to be, because we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm not sad. I'm just emotional because I went through a lot, y'all. Y'all don't know what I went through. I went through a lot, y'all. I went through a lot of struggle, but I'm in a better place now, mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm where I want to be, and I'm just so grateful to God on this Christmas day that I can come and share that with y'all and tell y'all that, keep trying. Don't give up. Do not give up. I'm gonna read some comments now. Woo! Sorry, I got emotional. Girl, you came a long way. I'm in that state when I'm coming out of a place like that. I'm telling y'all. I know the feeling to Romy is so understandable. Oh, I'm glad I inspire you guys. You're in the thick of it. Yeah. Thank you guys. I mean, you know what? Like I said before, like when you're in it, people like me come and tell you, and I know it seems like so impossible, but trust me, if I can get through what I've gone through, if I can get through all those hardships, those hard times, I felt lonely, I felt alone. No one could understand what I was going through. And I just had to keep going. I couldn't stop. Because I knew that the moment I stopped, I would fail. And I didn't take failure as an option. I was like, I'm just going to keep going. Those hard times in Korea, I just kept going. I wasn't getting paid, kept going. I didn't get, when I failed topic 3 times because I needed it to get into that school. But I found out later on that I didn't, but they told us we did. I failed it 3 times. I didn't let it deter me. Kept going. Even now, I'm in a job. I'm in a job right now where I don't okay, how can I say this? Now they have a hiring freeze because I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I can start using my experiences. I can get a better position. Boom, hiring freeze right there. I don't even know if I can move up in my position right now. All the times everybody kept giving me jobs, it wasn't the right timing. I was like, no, it's not the right time. 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 But what it is that, I started off making lower than what I usually make because I just need to get my foot in the door. And now 2 years later, I can say I have more than enough. And it's like sometimes the timing is off and sometimes it's not the right timing, but that doesn't mean you got to give up. You're going to keep trying. It just may not be that time. It's just not that time, but that doesn't mean that you can't put in the work to make it better for when the time is right. You got to start preparing for that. And I wish someone had told me that, because naturally we want to give up. Because right now I could literally be in a position where there's a hiring freeze. I don't know if I'm going to get this job that I really want. So I'm just going to go look for something else and then whatever. But that's not always the solution. Sometimes it's just not the right timing. The door's not ready to be open and the timing's not right. So I'm like, okay, eventually my timing's going to come, but I'm just going to keep going, keep upskilling, keep getting different things, keep going through different experiences. And eventually the doors will open for me. Eventually you'll be the one getting married. Eventually you'll be the one owning the home. Traveling. Look at all those people traveling. Be happy for them. We're going to talk about jealousy too. Be happy for them because that means it's closer to your turn. It's a cycle, right? Tyra said, oh, you said we can. Yep, we can do it. It's like I can see the future. Like there's life after this helps. Yep. It's women like Romy that help us see what's possible. Oh, I'm so glad y'all are making me cry. God shows us previews by seeing others that have it. You are my preview. Absolutely. Amen. I really hope I am. I really hope. And I want to be your preview. I want to be the one to tell y'all and support y'all. Be like, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everyone. Like Issa Rae said, I'm rooting for everyone. Oh, whatever. Dom is hating right now. He's like, this is a cooking video. I'm cooking. I'm rooting for everyone. Now, Dom, there goes his humor. This is Christmas. Whatever, honey. I'm talking about real life stuff. This is what you get. He thinks I should leave y'all alone. LOL, we are women in the kitchen. There we go. We talking real stuff in the kitchen. But anyway, just had to tell y'all that I'm about ready to head out because I have to go give this to my mom and we have to eat with her. But I'm just want to read a little bit of comments and then after that, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about traveling to Asia, Tyra. What countries do you want to travel to? Do you have a country in mind? What country would you like to travel to? We're gonna talk about that and then I'm gonna end the live. Yeah, just let me know which countries you would like to travel to in Asia. But yeah, Asia is a really good region to travel to. Yeah, 100%. It also depends on when you go too, right? Only thing about Asia I don't like is it's too hot. I have a nice man that's coming to my city in a few days, so it may be. Wait, what? What you mean a man? Wait, what? Is he Japanese? Hold up. Let me find out you got a Japanese boo. Hold up. He coming to visit your city. Where he from? He's a friend. We will see. It always starts that way. We started as language exchange partners. I saw tickets round trip to Korea in January for $1,700, which is extremely low. Because of what's going on right now in Korea, their won is low. The won is going down. So the American dollar is stronger against the Korean won. So right now, actually, is the best time to travel to Korea because they need tourists. Because a lot of people don't want to go there and spend their money because of the political situation. But actually, it is the right time. Just be safe about it. Make sure that you register with your embassy when you go there and be safe about it. But yeah, if you go to Japan, I've heard Japan is really nice. You see, that's one thing I didn't take advantage of while I was there because I'm going to tell y'all, that's why I said risk management. I say it from experience. When I went to Korea I had from 2017 to 2019 to travel out the country. I didn't do it because there was always something more. While all my friends were going out and doing stuff, I was so stuck on studying and so stuck on like, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. I should have taken a calculated risk because that time, those 3 years I was in Korea was the best time I could have traveled somewhere. And I had the resources because I had a job the year before and I had saved a little bit of money once they paid me. But what it was that I would he's laughing. Why? Because they ain't pay me? They ain't pay me. But yeah, but once they paid me, I was able to save a little bit of coin. And then when I went back to school, language school, I was able to make a stipend. But my point is that I didn't take advantage of the situation. Imagine in Korea, you got cheap flights to Japan, Malaysia. You could go to Vietnam. You could go to Thailand for super dirt cheap. What did I do? I didn't do it. I didn't take the risk. I thought it was this. I didn't want to do that. I was worried. I was like, oh, I can't travel by myself. I'm worried that I'm a solo traveler. I was making up all these excuses. And then 2020 COVID happened. Where did I go? Nowhere until I left Korea. I still ain't going nowhere. Jamaica was the first trip I have taken since I moved to Korea. Other than going back home. That doesn't count though. I don't count back home. But Jamaica was the first trip that I've taken that's been in another country since I moved to Korea. Because I was so worried about other things. Worried about the wrong things and not taking enough calculated risk. Meaning that while I was there, I should have taken advantage. And then COVID came, I was shut down for 2 years. And then now that I'm in Victoria, I'm far away. So tickets are expensive. For me to go to Japan, what? I could literally went to Japan for like $100-something. And I was sitting here playing games. All right. Little Mama says, I'm going to have to take advantage of this, but I might not go because I might have a job at that point and I have school. So yeah, take your time. It may not be the right time. And eventually prices will drop. And also you'll be able to afford it by the time you end up going. So don't think that you have to rush. We're going to talk about rushing too on Saturday. It could be Korea, Japan, or China, maybe Taiwan. I went to China for 3 weeks. Where in China would you like to go? I'll let you know. And you need a visa to go to China, by the way. I'm pretty sure you know that. But if I go country hopping, I need at least one person with me. I'm okay alone in Korea because I can speak the language, but the rest, like, I need an adult with me. Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. Make sure you have a good travel partner because I've heard horror stories, y'all. I've heard horror stories. Traveling with people, that'll end the friendship real quick. Do some vlogs and take. Yes, please, y'all get on YouTube. Tyra, I'm gonna need you to do the nail vlogs too. And Carla, you need to, if you're still here, do the gaming channel. Lil Mama, take us on the country hopping. We need to do all that. All that. I got my Chinese visa already. It's good for 10. Oh, go ahead, Tyra. Yeah, I got some smart girlies in the chat. Yeah, you need a visa to go to China. I had one. I think mine's expired. I think I only had it for like a few years. It's probably already gone. But yeah, I went to China for a summer in 2016. I went to Beijing, y'all. I don't know why I went to Beijing. I went to Qingdao and Beijing. I landed in Qingdao. But yo, I ain't gonna lie. They treated your girl good, man. They treated your girl excellent. I was royalty over there. Okay, you know what? Saturday I'm gonna go over the stories of me in Beijing. Yo, I had a time. Beijing was nice. It was beautiful. It's just polluted though. The pollution was out this world. Yeah, have a beautiful day, CFT. You too. I think Korea is waiving the visa for tourists. At least they did this year, but I don't know about next year. Yeah, they did. They waived it even last year during my wedding. My family got to go in. They didn't have to do the visa, the EFT visa. I think they had waived the. You know when they make you pay for something. I don't remember what it was, but anyways, they waived that stuff. Girl, Chinese pollution is something else. I'm gonna do a story time on Saturday about my time in China. I'll just briefly say that it was one of the best experiences. However, I realized I couldn't live there. There's too many people, y'all. It was ridiculous. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all pictures of me in Beijing. I went by myself. Solo traveling. It was my first country going solo traveling to, and I stayed at a hostel. We're gonna talk about all that. That was crazy. But it was awesome. I met a friend there and we ended up meeting in Korea. It was a woman, but we were really good friends. And she ended up being one of my friends and she attended my wedding too. Like if I go to China, I need a buddy, like someone from there that just knows their way just in case I get in some trouble. You won't get in trouble. They're going to help you. I got lost so many times and they helped us. There was no issue. Honestly, it's so crazy because people make you scared of going to other countries and they say, oh, China's communist, you're going to have issues. I didn't have not a nary issue. Nobody treated me badly. No one said anything bad to me. If anything, people were so enamored with me. Literally, I went to Tiananmen Square. You should have seen the swarm of people because they had tour buses. It was summertime at the time, so a lot of people would come from other regions to come to Beijing. Y'all, the amount of pictures, I'm probably in people's family albums now. I don't know where they put my picture up at. I took pictures with babies. I took pictures with people's kids. People throwing their kids on me, touching me. Chad, that was a spectacle over there. But what I will say, it was all love. It wasn't disrespectful at all. People were really genuinely curious. I remember there was one lady, she was like, she came here, she was so cute. Her mama, I'm going to save more story time. Don't worry, I'm not going to spill everything, but she came to me. I was in Tiananmen Square taking pictures, taking my love. I was like, dang, I'm in China, yo. Like, I was so, that whole time, I was like, oh my God, I'm in China. This is insane. And then I started taking pictures of myself. I had a little selfie stick I was doing, whatever. And then the lady, this young girl came to me. She tapped to my, she said hi. She came to me. She's like, hi. And I'm like, hey. I'm like, I hope she ain't begging for no damn money. I ain't got no money over here. I don't carry cash like that. So I was like, I hope she ain't gonna beg me for no money. She's like, excuse me, can I take a picture? Like, do you mind if my mom really wants to take a picture with you? She's, she's very shy, but she thinks you're very beautiful and she really would like to take a picture with you. I said, yeah, girl, go on ahead. So I took a picture with her. Y'all, as soon as they saw me taking a picture with her, everybody and their mama came. I swear, I'm not even lying. Like a swarm of people came from a tour bus and they were like, they were speaking Chinese. Oh, piao, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I'm just around everywhere. I'm like, hi, hello. I'm taking pictures like this. Like, y'all, it was crazy. Then we didn't know you were, girl, I was Beyonce over there. I was Beyonce. I ain't tell you, at the airport, the taxi driver, he was like, oh, you're so pretty, so nice. I'm like, yo, he better not. I was on alert. I had my phone out. I was like, sir, if he tries anything, because he was an older guy and it was dark. I was like, I will beat this man. But he was very nice. But y'all, they smoke in the taxi cars, just letting y'all know. In China, they can smoke in there. That was very uncomfortable. And I said, excuse me, window. And then he's like, oh, sorry. And then he put the window down. because at the time I was learning Chinese. I took Chinese level 1 because I told you I was planning to move to China. So I started taking Chinese classes. And then once I went to Korea and China that summer. I went to Seoul and Beijing, and then I realized, okay, Seoul is lit. Seoul is where I need to be. And then I switched to Korean language. Like, granddaddy, please, you can't have this chocolate. Girl, they love us. I'm telling you, don't let the media fool you. Now, however, what I will say is sometimes it is all fetishization. I will say that. A lot of it has to do with that. But there's a lot of men out there. It's not just fetish, as you can see with my husband. But if you let me tell you, if you take care of yourself, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna have a problem finding any man of any race. Any man of any race. Matter of fact, while I was in Korea, Indian man galore, always trying to chat with your girl. African men galore, always trying to chat with your girl. White men, everybody. I ain't had no problem. No, Korean men. Didn't matter. They didn't care. They just, if you look good, you look good, period. And you don't have to be the prettiest. What I'm trying to say is you just take care of yourself. They just like a woman who's well maintained. That's it. That's all. You just can't be, looking all types of scraggy and stuff. They like women who look presentable. They said he was walking with the cane and looked. Boy, what you said? You could have told them you're being girl. No, not I can't. No. I mean, I know I was thin at the time. Y'all gonna see I was skinny, but I was not no Beyonce. I could have been freaking I don't know, somebody else. Be careful, but yeah, they be looking too. Yeah, them granddaddies, I got a lot of play from Ajashis. Ajashis loved me. He was walking with a cane and looked like an innocent grandpa, but he was handsy. Yeah, for real. I'm telling y'all, that them Korean grandpas, the Ajashis, they will spit game to you. Oh, where you from? Oh, they talk a lot, especially the taxi drivers. I can't get them to be quiet. And most of the time, sometimes I really don't want to talk, so I would get in the taxi like, 안녕하세요, and then I put my earphones and they will talk over the earphones. Oh, where are you from? This one guy was telling me, oh, beautiful, beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you, sir, thank you. He's like, where are you from? I said, Canada. He's like, oh, I know a Canadian song. I listened to this song. And then he started playing St. Elmo's Fire. I was like, sir. I got stories. This man started playing some music, though. He was playing all these romantic music. I was like, sir, no, like, sir, you could be my granddad. Like, calm down. Like, no. But, there is all love. Like, most of the time, people are just curious. Like, I never had an issue. Young boys, y'all. When I went to Korea. Okay, you know what? I'm going to save the stories. I'm talking too much. But when I went, they was singing for your girl. They knew all the lyrics. When I went to Korea in 2016, I went clubbing. I clubbed a lot and I went bar hopping. I'm going to tell you all my experiences on Saturday. Y'all stay tuned. I went clubbing and bar hopping. I never shared that. I try to keep a clean image on YouTube. Try to look all nice and cute and innocent. But y'all, I'm spilling tea now. Y'all, since last Saturday, I know they say I was feeling the stories. So I was like, oh, I didn't even touch on the real stories. 2016, when I went to Korea, I went clubbing a lot. Went clubbing and little young boys, young Korean men be putting pressure. You're too young for me though. I was like, boy, you're too young. You're way too young for me. But yeah, it was an experience, man. I'm telling you, old guys, young guys, it doesn't matter. They will talk to you. And the women weren't jealous either. Like, I didn't, sometimes you'll be talking to another guy of another race and some women will be jealous. I didn't have that experience. Matter of fact, most of the Korean girls didn't want them anyways. They're like, oh, guys are so troublesome. But then again, I went to Ewha, so a lot of the women, there was a lot of lesbians at that university. We won't talk about that. There was a lot of couples, y'all. There were a lot of couples in that school. Girl, these 22-year-olds be in my messages like, yeah, the young guys, I'm telling you, the older I get, or now it's not so much, but when I was there, it was the younger guys that was pressing up on your girl. And then I had to be like, excuse me, how old are you? And they'd be like, oh, I'm 20. I'm like, skirt, because I was 30, right? I was in my early 30s. I was like, skirt, this ain't gonna work for me. Oh, but I could take care of you. I'm like, take care of what? You live with your mama. You can't take care of nothing. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but he ain't had a job either. He was still in school, please. But except for nephew. Nephew was the only one I was possibly gonna give a chance. But even then, thank God that didn't work out. We were not. No, it wouldn't have lasted. I'm too. Dom is the perfect one for me. But the best city with the best looking guys, Busan. Busan had the best looking guys, y'all. Busan had the most handsome men. I ain't gonna hold y'all. If you could go to Korea and go to Busan, you need to go to Busan. Go to Busan. Do not go to Seoul. Exactly, Tyra. That's why they were manly. Sorry about that. That was worse. I need a drink. But Busan. Go to Busan. And if you're gonna date someone in Korea, I personally think you should date someone outside of Seoul. Seoul men are not for you. You could date them, but personally speaking, I have more in common with guys from outside of Seoul. I think they're just better overall. Get me a trainable. You need a dev studio. I'm telling y'all, Busan is where the real man at. And they speak a different Saturi. Their voice is so sexy. Like, the Mogunya, whatever they be saying, that stuff be so fun. Okay, I lied. You know, my man from Gimpo. Dom's from Gimpo, so I gotta shout out the Gimpo man. But if we're talking overall, before I was a married woman, Busan, when I went to Busan, because my cousin moved to Korea after I moved there. And she stayed there for 2 years. So she was like, oh my God, you moved to Korea. I want to move to Korea too. So she came after me. And she lived in Busan. So I went to go visit her. I went to go holler at my cousin. And I was like, whoo, the men's a menin in Busan. They menin. The men's a menin. So if you're going to live anywhere in Korea and you want to visit and travel and see some handsome men, go to Busan. Busan, remember, you heard it from Romy. I took the train there too. Yep, just wake me up when we get there. Well, some of my classmates are thirsting at the beach. Oh, snap. I'm telling y'all, Korean men are very handsome. Very handsome men. Keep themselves together. They're very romantic. Like, I know I done told y'all, don't believe the dramas. However, when they court you, they love bomb a lot. They love bombing. Now they are the kings of love bombing. They are the Casanovas of the East. They know what to say to get you to drop your. Don't be fooled. They know what to say. They know how to chat to the girls. However, they do love to love bomb. You got to be careful about that. We're going to talk about that on Saturday. Anyways, I know I'm yapping a lot today. They are, but girl, I don't have time for games, though. I will be vetting they finance. No charge. Same here. I was vetting them like crazy. I'm telling y'all, they know how to talk a good game. They're really good at talking a good game. And also, you know, they have the confidence now because of all like the K-pop and the drama and all that stuff. But those men, they know how to talk a good game. They know how to get you, because they say the things that you're not used to. They know, oh, the American men, they ain't gonna do that, so I'm gonna do it. They will hold open doors for you. The umbrella thing is true. If it's raining, I've had so many guy friends do that to me. As soon as it's raining, they'll hold their umbrella with me. They walk you, make sure you're safe. Dom wouldn't let me go inside until I fully went inside, and then he would leave. They're very chivalrous. What they call chivalrous. They are chivalrous. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Will you marry me? Yeah, absolutely. You should have that expectation, child, because these men, they ain't ish, even in Korea. And I know there's people that don't have English as their first language. They are more straightforward and honest when they talk. They are. They don't have the filter. Yeah, they will tell you look good. Yeah, 100%. They're not shy. And that's the misconception. People think that they're shy. I would beg to differ. I think that if you find them in the right environment, they are going to compliment you. Be like, oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. They will let you know. They let you know when you look good. Trust me. You don't know when you look good in Korea. Because if the men tell you look good, and the women are very honest. So if they tell you look good, you know you looking good. A compliment from a Korean woman is like gold. Like they if they say you're pretty, boom, you pretty. Because they are very competitive. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, yeah, Korea, dating in Korea. I didn't date a lot. I only dated Teeth. I did meet this other guy, but that wasn't really a date. He just took me to the I should show you a picture. He did take me on a date though. I did date. I did go on dates and get free food. I ain't gonna lie. Your girl was I was a hungry hippo. I love to eat. They said next time we are going in for real. You got me wanting to book my ticket now. Yeah, I wouldn't if I was living there long term. No, don't book your ticket yet, girl. Don't book your ticket yet. Don't book your ticket yet, please. Girl, I got nicknames for everybody. I got nicknames for everybody. Let me think of other nicknames I got. Anyways, that'll be for Saturday. I want to keep y'all too long. Teeth nephew. Oh, he used to be Mountain, but I called him nephew for y'all. We called him Mountain because he took me on a mountain. Teeth was really, his teeth were whoo hoo hoo. And then we have I be calling everybody. I be calling everybody names. Everybody nicknames that deserves a nickname. I'm thinking any other guys. Anyways, remember we had a good time in Korea. Let's just put it that way. It was rough, but it was again one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I didn't have a nickname for Dom though, so that's how you know it was real. I had no nickname for Dom, none at all. But I have nicknames for a lot of people. I have a nickname for a lot, especially if I don't F with you like that. Oh, you gonna get a nickname. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a name. If you ever set this to subby mode, LOL, I'll tell you what I did when I was. Wait, what's subby mode? What is subby mode? Hold on, let me know that before I leave. What's subby mode? Dom had you stuck first name. Yo, for real, Dom was the only one. Usually I give everyone a nickname. I ain't give Dom a nickname. Membership. Oh, membership. Oh yeah, y'all know what? I'm still new to this YouTube stuff. Membership. I just learned I had a membership maybe a month ago when I came back to YouTube, and I was like, what is this? What is a super like subscription? I think only those can subscribe can get access. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, y'all. I'm working on something. Y'all just gotta bear with me because I'm very methodical about what I do and intentional, because if I make a promise, I gotta keep it. I don't like to break my promises. So I'm gonna have something for y'all. Don't worry. I know I set something up. Oh, I'm gonna set something up soon. Don't worry. I'm gonna talk about it on Saturday because I need a few days to think. Your girl been I've been resting a lot, and also I've been so busy doing the lives and stuff and working. But I have the next 2 days off. I'm off for the whole until Monday. So Saturday is my last LiveMas, and then after that, I'm gonna take a break for I'm still debating whether it'll be a week or 2 weeks. I'm still debating on that because we're in the process of moving, so most likely it'll be 2 weeks. And then when I come back, we don't have a lot of content, and also I'm gonna talk about the membership thing on Saturday. So we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it for today, y'all. I've been on here for 137. Y'all got me on here chat. Y'all be on here got me chatting. But I love it. Y'all be having me talking though. It literally feels like I just started the live and then boom, it's already 137 minutes. Oh, I gotta go. I kept y'all attention too long on Christmas Day, but I will be back tomorrow for Boxing Day. Merry Christmas, Tyra. Merry Christmas. You too. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm glad you guys had fun. Okay, so I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Boxing Day. Dang, Dom and I gotta go shopping though, for real. So I gotta see when I'm gonna do the live. I might take y'all shopping with us. To be quite honest with you, we gotta buy some new stuff. We bought our presents already, but I need a phone plan, and they have the best ones on Boxing Day. Membership card. Y'all, I'm gonna be real unfiltered. Y'all see how unfiltered I am now, and we don't even have the membership. You got stories, girl. I got stories. There's some stories I can't tell in public due to privacy. And also, you know, I don't want everybody to know everything, you know. I need your advice, but I can't ask that now. Okay, good, good. I'm glad we brought that up today, actually, because I was thinking about it. That's something I was going to bring up on Saturday, too. I'll go under my real account. You got a Finsta? Girl, I got a Finsta, too. I got another YouTube channel. Nobody knows. I'll be creeping on people's videos. Y'all don't know it's me, though. I might need to go under a fake account and have my... Yeah, you do what feels right for you. I don't mind that. Hell, I do the same thing, too. I don't go under my Romy and Dom channel. I only do it to go on post videos. Most of the time, if I'm commenting and looking at videos, it's my real one. The other one I got. we give each other code names. Don't worry, we gonna do that. I'm telling y'all, like because I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of nicknames I could tell y'all about, including family members. Child, a lot of family members got nicknames. All right, let's do it. Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll wrap it up right now and tell you guys. So tomorrow's Boxing Day. I'll take you guys shopping with us. I'll see how we're gonna do. We're gonna be out and about, so we'll probably take you. I'll probably go live while we're somewhere. I probably can't show too much because it's gonna be really crazy. Boxing Day is like our Black Friday here in Canada, so it's gonna be pretty big. And I need to get a new phone deal, new internet deal. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna take y'all with me if I can. If I can't, I'll go live at some point tomorrow. Friday, I have my first therapy session, so I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on that. I have my first real in-person therapy session, so I'll talk a little bit about, you know, how I feel after and my review about the first time. It's called boxing because people fighting over stuff. No, no, it's just it's a British holiday that Canadians, you know, because we were under the Commonwealth, so it's just a British holiday that Canadians also do, and I think Australians and New Zealand also does it too, if I'm not mistaken. Boxing Day is celebrated in other countries. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Oh, Carla, you still here? I'm glad you had fun. I shouted you out too. Congratulations on your upcoming therapy session, Romy. Thank you at the Dub Studio. I really realized that I need it, especially with the stuff I was telling y'all about. And this therapist, she seems very sweet, and she seemed like she told me she has experience working with, you know, my type of issues. So I'm gonna tell y'all like what the rundown is and the first session and first of many. Thank God I have insurance to cover it. My 9 to 5. See, they try to tell you to talk down on that, but without my 9 to 5, those benefits would be obsolete. I'll let y'all know how it goes on Friday because I have my therapy set. Oh, I'll let y'all know how it goes on Saturday, actually. Saturday, because it's Friday evening, which will be too late for y'all. So I'm gonna go live a little earlier on Friday. And then I have my therapy session at 4:30. So I'll probably go live earlier, but I'll let y'all know how it goes Saturday. And then Saturday, when we do our final live, the final last live on Saturday, it'll be about the channel membership, my story time about Korea and China. Or maybe I should I think I'll do Korea and China on Friday. Okay, Friday will be Korea and China. And then Saturday will be about the channel and membership and where this channel is going, the future of the channel and all that stuff. You were in and out because of your knees. Oh, glad to see you were still here, girl. Glad to see you were still here. But yeah, we got a lot going on until Saturday, and then LiveMas will be over. But I really enjoyed spending time with y'all today on Christmas Day. Y'all had me talking, champ, but it was good. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy your Christmas Day, the rest of it anyways, and I shall see y'all tomorrow for day 25. Yeah, day 25. Right. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good day, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.